Oh, whoa, wow, hello, my voice. What's up, everyone? Kongamori, hello. Good evening. Oh, it is like late evening for me. I should not be pretending it's afternoon because it is late evening. Hello, Kongamori. みんなよく起きてんね。Kongamori, 時を超えて映画を届ける Cosmia の Tokimori あおいだよ. Hi guys, I'm your favorite Freddy Foster next door, Aoi Tokimori from Cosmia. I keep forgetting to say, whenever I say the hi guys, I automatically go into the hi guys, I'm Aoi Tokimori for the project. So like it's an extra step in my mind. Kokomowi. Hello, and Iku-chan, welcome in. Thanks for stopping by. We're talking about movies today. Woo! Yeah, I had to start a little later because it's funny because I was talking yesterday. I was like, maybe I'll do my stream earlier, you guys. No, that was not. I was out and then I got done at like 8:30, which I knew I was going to be done at 8:30, but then I was like, what should I was like, oh, maybe if I can get home in 30 minutes, then I can stream at 9 instead. And then I was like, then I looked at the time and it was like very close to 10. And I was like, you know, maybe not. So yes, so now we are here an hour later. Let me pop up my chat so I can see things. Anyway, how is everyone doing today? I hope you all have had a good day, or are about to have a good day, or had a good day yesterday, or whatever. So every little day got less done. Yeah, I mean, the usual. I made some progress in the book that I'm reading today, so that was pretty cool. It's pretty cool, but no movie club night. Kind of. This is me just going through all the random movies that I've seen and attempting to rate them. So yeah, 映画だけに映画を届ける。確かに映画を届けて映画を届けて、はい、映画は届けられないので残念ながら。 Good morning、現在韓国は6時13分です。おはようございます。Having a nice day. That's good. It's good. Tired as heck, but it's normal. I feel that. All days are good. I love that mindset. Kongamori, hello. Oh my god, I recognize your profile picture because I follow you on Letterboxd, I think. I watched a lot of anime recently. I've also been watching a pretty good amount of anime recently, which has led to me slacking on movies, as I've been doing a lot of book reading and anime watching recently, so yeah. It's a little later. Are you planning to get through them all today? We'll see. We'll see where we are like 2 hours in, and if I'm like, I've gotten through barely any of these, then we'll split it into a different stream. So let's see. Book watching. Yeah, I love book watching in my free time. But yeah, anyway, so we're gonna go through these movies. I guess, you know what, it also kind of depends on when my phone dies, because I forgot to charge my phone. I was like, oh, I opened my computer and my phone was like 9%, and I was like, oop, okay, and so I went to charge it just before stream started. So if my phone dies before I get through all of these, then maybe we'll split it into 2 as well. I'm a little tired today anyway, so yeah, I know my yappiness. So all of these are organized on my Letterboxd page, in order. I mean, I could switch. Oh, no. Oh god, what did I just do? Oh yeah, you can like sort by, oh I see, it's a page. Oh, it's like, what's happening? So I could technically sort by release date, a lot of things. Like I could sort by when I added a lot of them, but then we'd be starting, you know what, let's just do when they were released, so I can think about all the different times in my life that I watched all these great movies. But yeah, I'm also gonna open this like quarter of a bottle of wine that I have left. Time to get a bunch of movie recommendations so I can buy ice cream, break my sugar fast, and binge them. I will say that I'm not sure if my whoa, I don't know if you heard that, but that was the bottle opening. I don't know if my taste is any good, and I feel like some of these movies that I haven't seen in a while, I don't know. We'll see. We're getting smashed and reviewing. We're gonna try. Anyway, let's jump right into it, shall we? I feel like I have to apologize to Iku already because I have no idea how to rate your Doraemon movies. They're in here, but I'm just kind of like, this is kind of hard for me. I feel like I'm so like I feel like I'm not qualified to rate Doraemon movies. So if they end up as like really like, if I end up sitting there like and being like, I don't know, then I apologize. Anyway, let's see. It's okay, follow your heart. I promise I won't be offended. Okay, I will try my best. Also, KP. It gave a liquid sloshing sound, KP, I guess. This is... I've been working on this for a little while, so it's a little old at this point, but... KP. Alright, you guys. There's lots of old movies here. Yeah, because right now they're sorted by date. So these are all the movies. These are like old. These are all the older movies that I've seen. These are all old. When we get to page 1, it's going to be all the new ones. So the newest one on my list right now is Tarot, because me and Iku watched Tarot the other day. So let's start here, shall we? I don't know, someone might look at this and be like, okay, Aoi, what is this? And other people might look at this, people who know about movies might look at this and be like, I understand. Because this is a movie, this is a silent film, and there was a point in my life where I thought to myself, I want to watch all the Academy Award winners, ever. And this is the first movie that ever won an Academy Award. The fact that I'm going over the history of this movie makes me pretty sure that this stream is going to be split into 2. Anyway, so yes, this is... Yeah, I was award hunting. There really is not much to like base like movie watching off of besides like what do the critics say, what do the people say. And I guess I feel like it's harder to be like, what do you feel in your heart? Because like, I just never know, right? So, if I like silent, I would not say I enjoy silent films. I watched this and I was like, oh, I was like tired. I also have to think to myself, what is going to be like my average rating? Because a lot of movies, if you know me, you know I don't have opinions. Which is kind of a lie, but my opinions aren't very strong, I guess I should say. So I need like a baseline. Is 2.5 stars out of 5? Because like technically 2.5 stars out of 5 is like 50%. But I feel like that's like sad. I feel like 2.5 stars is kind of sad. Like is that the average we should be giving movies that we feel okay about? Like, or should I like, I don't know. What do you mean you dunked on Planet a couple streams ago? I mean, there are some things I have strong opinions on, but most things I don't. 3 out of 5. I was thinking that too. I was thinking like, is 3 out of 5 a good like average? I guess if 3 out of 5 is average, then I would probably give this like it really has not stuck in my memory. I'm going to say that. So I would say I'm gonna give it like a 2. This is not, out of all the old movies I've watched, this was not my favorite, but it was also not the worst in my opinion. As she should. Yeah, I was dunking on Clan a little bit because I'm watching it right now, and more than halfway through After Story at this point. I'm only like a few episodes away from finishing the series, and it makes me think about things that I don't really want to be thinking about right now. Like, it stresses me out. Like, at this point in Clannad, I'm stressed out because there's talk about like you know, like, she's pregnant, like Nagisa, like she I mean, she's like gone, but like she was like pregnant, and then she like died, and sorry, spoilers, cover your ears. And then he like kind of becomes like a bad dad, and like it's like touching. I just watched the episode. I watched like the episode where I think you're supposed to cry. Yeah, I get it. Like, I think I get why. I like it in the fact that Clannad, there's a lot of things that Clannad does. There's a lot of themes that it uses. The content of Clannad is not very, like, you won't find it in a lot of other anime. I will say that. Like, there's, like, it feels very unique as an anime. I will say I don't like Nagisa. I don't like Nagisa very much. I don't really like any of the characters, which is why it's hard for me to watch Clannad. And just the subject matter in general is like, I don't know. It's like, I'm at a time in my life where it's like, I'm at my like middle quarter life crisis, and I'm like, you know, life. And then, so it just kind of makes me stressed out to watch like these young people go through like all these like stressful situations. I'm like, and like, it's not a good type of stress. It's not a good type of stress, and it's not a good type of sad either. Like, it doesn't, when I'm like happy question mark, when I'm like feeling good watching Clannad, it's not a really good kind of happy, and when I'm sad, it's not a very good kind of sad, and when I'm stressed, it's a very bad kind of stress. So like, I don't love it, but I can understand like where the hype comes from, you know. She's the epitome of anime girl and wish were real. I agree with that. I don't like her because she sits there, she's like, can you hold my hand? And she's like dying of like, y'all, when real women get pregnant, I don't know. I think it depends on the person, but like, I don't know, you're moody and like you need a lot of things and all this stuff, but she's like, can you hold my hand? I know I've been really selfish asking you to hold my hand. I'm like, girl, come on. There's more things that you want than him to hold your hand. You want, like, you probably have like pregnancy cravings. You know, you're probably crying at everything. You're probably really irritated all the time. You know what I mean? She's 02 from the anime Darling in the Franxx. Is 02 really like waifu material? Like, I'm gonna say I would not know that. Cause like I even watched it and I was like, oh, cool. But like, I didn't really feel like I was in love with her or anything. Okay, back to movies though. It hurts because the pain's relatable. It feels like I'm watching like, yeah, I don't know. It feels like well, I mean, and that's what I think it's supposed to be. It's like I'm watching someone's like sad life like unfold, which I know is what it's supposed to be, and I think I like the subject matter for what it is. Like, I wish more anime like took the same subject matter and kind of like ran with it. My only gripe with it is that I just don't really like any of the characters. They spent a lot of time on characters that don't end up actually mattering in the second half. Just like, oh yeah, like, oh, but it's a visual novel, like, it's a visual novel, Aoi. Yeah, you're right. So they do have to introduce all these other characters, but they become completely irrelevant once the second half of the series starts. So it's like, I appreciate what they're doing. I just wish they had done it sooner, so I would not have had to spend 24 episodes, 26, 24 of the first season, like, figuring out what was going on. Like, I was like, who are all these characters and why do they matter? And then they end up not. Like, they don't. They don't matter because they don't show up at all. They don't show up like, they don't show up in the second half at all. So I wish we had spent more time. Sorry, is this a lot? No, I just feel like I just wish they had spent more time on characters that actually matter. Like I wish I could have become more attached to Nagisa in the first half, so I didn't have to like struggle to like understand what was happening in the second like half, I guess. Anyway, yeah, so let's talk about movies because that's what this stream is about. Sorry, I'm watching Planet right now, so it's like very fresh in my mind and I have a lot of opinions about it. Anyway, this movie I don't remember. I watched it literally like a year or two ago maybe, and I don't remember what happened. I'm going to read this because I don't remember. I think they were like sisters. When Eddie meets Queenie, he soon falls in love with her. Harriet and Queenie, yeah, okay. So they're like, okay. She's already being courted, member of New York High Society. Queenie, I think I remember that being a thing. I don't remember what this movie was about, therefore I give it 1 star. At least I remember what Wings was about. There was like a love triangle, and then they like flew on planes in the sky. Anyway, also welcome Inobaki-chan. Thank you so much for stopping by. I was going off. All Quiet on the Western Front. Also, so these are all Academy Award winners, which is why I watched them. This was okay too. Despite this 4.1 rating that it has on Letterboxd, I do not remember exactly what happened in this movie. But I did read the book, and the book's pretty good. I'm gonna give this 2 stars as well. It's kind of on the same, for me it's on the same like level as, oh no, film nerds. This is where the film nerds are gonna get me, but like I am very just like, did I enjoy that? Did I not? Was not memorable. A lot of things are not memorable. A lot of things do not stick in my brain, you guys. Like, what is this? When the government opens up Oklahoma territory. So this movie, I very heavily disliked. I very heavily disliked this movie. And I remember it, kind of. Like, he went out and, like, he was like, I'm gonna explore the West. And he leaves his, like, his wife and, like, children, for, like, many years. And then he comes back and he's like, okay, I'm back. But I'm gonna leave again. And he leaves again for, like, X amount of years. And then he just, like, comes back and he leaves. It's just, like, I don't know what happened to this movie. He just left and came back. And I was like, you are a terrible father. And then that was all. So I'm giving it half a star because I did not understand this movie. Silence of the Lambs. Yeah, Silence of the Lambs on here. I watched that. I watched it in high school. It's famous. Yeah, so I feel like a lot of these are kind of, like, maybe they're famous because they're Academy Awards winners. Like, I don't really know. But this one I was not a fan of. This one was like this was an interesting movie, but when I was watching it, I was like, okay, but then if you asked me to tell you what it was about right now, I probably couldn't. So because of that, I'm going to give it 2 stars. Academy Award. Yeah, a lot of the Academy Award winners are like very like split. Yeah, the Wings, the banger movie. Yeah, the love triangle, and then they fly on planes. That's it. There's like bromance. There's pretty heavy bromance in it too. Was it a movie about nothing? Grand Hotel. Grand Hotel. I remember they were like breaking into each other's rooms. That's all I remember. Casablanca. Casablanca's one that I have not watched yet, actually. Cavalcade. A cavalcade of English life from New Year's Eve until... yeah. I do remember the Titanic sunk in this movie. I don't remember what it was about, though. I'm giving it 1 star. I don't remember what this movie was about. I watched all of these in the same amount of time, like around the same like time span. Don't remember what any of them was about. You know, I do remember what this movie was about though, and I actually kind of like this movie. Kind of good rating too. A renegade reporter for so this is like I feel like this is one of the maybe not one of the first. Maybe I'm talking out of my ass, but like this was a like enemies to lovers trope, but I mean it was 1934, so probably hadn't seen very much of that in film yet. So and I think it was well done. I liked it. I actually kind of like this movie. Oh, I love this shit. Thank you. Are we talking like flirty bromance or let's fight to the death bromance? I think it was like a rivalry sort of bromance. But not let's fight to the death. But they were kind of rivaling. Not sarcasm. Memory is a good way to make a list. Yeah, honestly, like depending on whether a movie's memorable or not can be very important. I was gonna watch that one the other day. I would say this is an okay movie. I liked it. I would give it like, I give it like, for the time period too, I give it like 3.5, maybe. I like this. Cause you gotta take into account like what they had to deal with back then too. Ooh, a classic. Gone with the Wind, a classic. I like this. I like this movie enough. It was a little bit too long for my taste, but I did like it. It was split. I'm pretty sure I rented this movie. And when I was in Japan, I rented this movie and watched it in like 2 sittings because it's so dang long. I think my mom likes this movie. I don't remember it that much, but I think it was good enough for me to look at this and be like, yeah, I mean, I like that movie, okay. I'd give it like 3 stars though, because it's long, you guys. It's long. It's really long. Gone with the Wind. Very, very classic though. Singing in the Rain was not what I expected this to be, but I enjoyed it. I would say like some of the, you can see my friends. They're categorized as friends on Letterboxd because we follow each other, but some of them, I mean, we're all friends here, right? You can see what my few friends on Letterboxd have to say about it. But yeah, I like this movie. This was a good movie. And it's like got very, very classic songs. So, time of film production. Yeah, make a difference. This was also pretty memorable. I would give this, I'd give this like, for me, no, this was pretty good. I'll give it like, this is hard. It's like, it's between like a 3.5 and like a 4 for me. 3.5. 3.5. I guess some of the musical numbers were a little long for my taste, so, but overall, I like this movie. Wouldn't watch it again. I wouldn't say it's an absolute must-watch, but yeah. Singing in the Rain. So you recognize the profile pic? Yeah, because we're friends on Letterboxd. Make Them Laugh was always stuck in my head. Make Them Laugh, that was a really long, like, music sequence, and I was like, when is it going to end? But it was cute. It was very cute. This always just can't wait to watch. I liked it. I think it was like, and for its time, I will say there are a lot of musical movies that like kind of don't make sense. But this one, I feel like it had like a good story and stuff. So, yes, I watched it. This is a good movie. Yes, this was a good movie. It is a Kurosawa film. I would give this like a 4. I like this movie. Interesting. I feel like I don't have a lot to like say about this, but like but it was just like a good movie overall. This is on my list too. My mom recommended it. Yeah, the other one, the remake, the like British remake, was nominated for an award or something, or won an award. I forgot, but he trips over himself for literally a minute. Yeah, it's so long, but yeah, I thought it was cute. This is a good movie. I appreciate this movie. I appreciate living. This movie, I know it's a classic. But I doubted that it would be. For some reason, I doubted that it would be good. But I actually kind of like this film like a lot. It's not like my favorite or anything, but I did enjoy this movie like to a pretty like good extent. Also, my mom has something against Audrey Hepburn. My mom does not like Audrey Hepburn, so I suppose I went into it with a bit of like bias, but I was pleasantly surprised by this movie. I thought it was good. Only thing I know about is the opening of Tadakun is based on. Oh really? Wait, now I have to go back and watch. I watched Ikiru fairly recently, like within the past few months. This year, it's one of the movies that I watched this year, so I'll have to go back and see that. Oh, you mean this movie? Sorry, I thought you meant Ikiru. Roman Holiday, right? Roman Holiday was good. I like Roman Holiday. I would give this like. This is hard. I give this like 4 stars. I'm pretty nice, I feel like, when it comes to ratings though. Like a lot of times, like I'm not gonna give, unless I like genuinely did not like the movie, I'm not gonna give it like a bad rating. I say that as I've given like 1 stars out already, but like this is probably going to be the worst of it. Dun, dun, dun. Okay. Princess of the Red Scooter. Yeah, I'll have to go and watch that then. That's such a good opening. Bum 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 bum. Oh my god! Me and Iko watched this together. This was like, this movie ended and me and Iko were like, that was cute. Like, that was our only, I feel like that was our only opinion of this movie. Like, that was cute. Like, it was not like it was bad at all, but we finished it, we were like, cute movie. We weren't like talking about it for hours. I mean, there's not much to talk about, but we watched this movie, we're like, oh, that's cute. But yeah, the spaghetti scene, Bella Noche or whatever. It's kind of a nothing movie, but it's cute. It's cute. I like this movie. I like dogs. I'm gonna give it like a 3.5. I love dogs. I love dogs. You know what? That's how I'm gonna rate my movies from now on, you guys. My friend. Oh wait, I can't like I'm not going to like show their Letterboxd profile because that would be, I don't want to dox them, but they're like, I just rated on how much I enjoyed it, and I was like, you're so real for that. So that's what I'm gonna do, you guys. Dog's good. We love dogs. Bad movie. Did not like this movie. I did not like this movie. Yeah, I did not like this movie. I will give this a ooh. At least it's stuck in my memory, I guess. The fact that it's stuck in my memory is like good, but like this was crazy. Like 1 star. I did not understand this movie. I didn't understand this movie. I think I talked about it during my like own rating, like oh yeah, when I was tier listing my movies last year, because this was one of the ones I watched last year. The first like assumption that is in this movie is that like it's called Funny Face, and it's like this girl, she works at a bookstore or whatever, and like this like photographer is like, huh, you have a funny face, and he like brings her abroad with him. But like, you guys, what about this face is funny? Like, maybe it's funny the fact that she looks like a doll, or like that her face like looks pretty. Like, I don't know what he thought was funny. What do you mean funny? In what world does Audrey Hepburn have a funny face? She has the most like stereotypical beautiful face I've ever seen in my life. Like, what? So, oh ow, yeah. So so that's the first like assumption of this movie that's like, huh? And then I don't know, something happened at the end. Like, most of the way through this movie I was like, okay, following, and then at the end it's like something happens, and like they're running all over the place trying to like retrieve these people from this place, and then at the end he like asks her to marry him, I think, but he's also really old. Like, I think he's a lot older than her. I mean, I guess it was the times, but I don't know. This was just 90 minutes of he was definitely, he was grooming her. It's like, he was really, he was really old. I'm a tramp. There's that song in that movie. It's like, he's a tramp. When they're in the dog pound. Yeah, funny can mean a lot of things. I know, which is why I'm like, in what way is she funny? Like, I could even see it if she was like very pretty in an unconventional way, but like, I'm not sure if her face, I don't know in any world would I call her face like funny, you know? I guess it like could, I don't know if it mean, the way that it's framed in the movie though, it's like, it's literally meant to be like, you are weird looking. It's like, that's pretty much how he frames it in his song. Like, he sings to her about she has a funny face, and then he kisses her right in it's the first time they met, and he kisses her in the bookstore where she works. It's crazy. It's a crazy movie. Anyway, that's all I remember of this movie. 12 Angry Men, good movie. A bunch of white men sit in a room and talk for 90 minutes, but it's still a very satisfying movie. Would I watch this again? I don't know if I would watch this movie again, but I did enjoy it, like, when I did watch it. I don't know. I don't remember what I rated it. 3.5 seems to be my, like, this was a pretty okay movie, but I think this was better than pretty okay, especially, like, for its time. I just don't know if I would watch it again. I'll give it 4 stars. West Side Story, ooh, fave. I love West Side Story. I love West Side Story. It's, the more I watch West Side Story, the more I appreciate it. I think the first time I watched it, I was like, what is happening? Like, why are they in love? But 12 Angry White Men in a Room, that's what that movie was about. One of the men talked a heck more than a lot of the other 11. There was like, there was like a guy, one of the guys was like, he was clearly like not a good dude, but then they like started shunning him by the end. I feel like you said you might be inspired by this movie. Yeah, I mean, it is very much like a classic. There is also another Japanese movie that is like literally a parody of it. If you do watch it again, it's full of details like character position, camera angles. When the AC starts to work, oh, okay. I'll have to, if I ever watch it again, I'd have to like look up all the Easter eggs and watch for them, I feel like. Whatever, just called 12 gamers. They're just screaming at each other. The camera gets closer and closer as the film progresses, and when tension eases, it slowly zooms out, for example. Oh, there's, I remember the scene, they all, like, turn their back. They all, like, slowly turn their back on, like, the racist, like, guy. Do you, by any chance, you have Venom on this list? No. Yes, actually, but I only have the second Venom on this list, because I somehow I was in a Discord call with my friend and her friends, and we sat there and watched the second Venom. I've never seen the first one. I didn't know what was going on, but I watched it. The Carnage, yeah, Let There Be Carnage or whatever. West Side Story is good. I mean, it's a classic. Watch it on stage though. It's fun to watch on stage. 4 stars. I enjoy West Side Story. Tonight. Na, 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 na. I will say I wanted to like Mary Poppins and didn't. I thought that the musical numbers were really, really like drawn out, unnecessarily long. But it does have a lot of songs from my childhood, so I was kind of hit with the nostalgia like factor. Stage is 5 stars. Stage is 5 stars. I've seen West Side Story on stage and it was spectacular. Yeah, I really wanted to watch. I really wanted to like Mary Poppins because I felt like it would be like, I feel like I was gonna like trigger a core memory of my childhood or something. I will say like I didn't enjoy Mary Poppins. Like halfway through, I just kind of wanted it to be over. But the songs are kind of bangers. The songs are bangers, so like 2 stars. Na 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 na. Another Audrey Hepburn movie. My grandfather loves this movie, and it is all he will ever talk about. If you say the words "My Fair Lady," he will talk to you forever about this movie. It was okay. It was okay. It was okay. I would give this a 3 stars. It was okay. I wonder if the Mary Poppins remake is better. I was thinking that too. I thought about it. I was like, maybe I would enjoy the remake more just because it's like meant for a more like modern audience. It doesn't have Miss Julie Andrews in it, which is a little bit saddening, but it's okay out of 10. That's me. My 3-star rating is it's okay out of 10. What's the title of the song that I was singing? It's Tonight from West Side Story. 5 stars. Great movie. My nostalgia factor is in this, but I don't care. I don't care. I like this movie. This movie is an essential part of my childhood. I'm forced to watch this movie at least once a year. And now I do it without having to be forced. Actually, no, that's not true. Sometimes I still have to be forced, but I've come to enjoy this movie. I remember when I was a child, I watched this movie and I was like, okay. I literally, me as a child, okay, question mark. Like, I was like, okay. Like, I didn't really understand why, like, my whole family was, like, into this movie. And it's on my mom's side. It's not, like, my dad just watches it to watch it. But, like, my mom's side of the family really, 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 really enjoys this movie. And we watch it every year at Christmas. And sometimes twice a year. And yeah, I never really got it. I never really got it until, like, I was a little older and I, like, ended up liking musicals as well. And now I really enjoy this movie, so. Me crying over the children going to sleep. Good. Wait. Farewell, I'll be to say goodbye. Na 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 na. Goodbye. 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 That's when Iku cried. Another Audrey Hepburn movie. Oh my god. This was actually really good. It's a bit of a thriller. I would give this like I put it like here. I'm incorrigible. He's so cute. We all sit on the couch when we watch this movie as a family. We sit on the couch and I listen to my parents, mostly my mother, like reciting every line of the movie. So when I'm like that old, maybe in like the next like 20 to 30 years, I will also be able to recite the movie by heart. Even now, I'm pretty good, you guys. Anyway, this was like a thriller with Audrey Hepburn. She's like blind. She plays like a blind woman in this movie, and lots of shenanigans ensue. But it's pretty tense. I would say it's pretty tense and like a good thriller without being like violent or anything, you know. The plot, as it turns out, the doll is actually stuffed with heroin. Yeah, there's like this group of criminals that needs like this doll or something. And her husband is like out and she's the only one there. It's pretty intense. It's a pretty intense movie. But it's good. And it's not bloody at all, but it's a good thriller, so. Oh, a classic. This is also a classic. I watched this with my parents. But unfortunately, I don't remember what happened in this movie very much, besides the fact that he goes and like bangs on the church windows. Yeah, I don't know what happened in this movie really, except the scene at the beginning, because my parents were laughing a lot. What a movie to watch with parents. I know, I kind of wasn't paying attention, I'm not gonna lie. I like sat on the couch and watched it with them. Yeah, the Mrs. Robinson movie. But it is a classic. Yeah, it's crazy. He's in a love triangle with Mrs. Robinson and her daughter, which is kind of crazy. I will say I did not like love this movie though. Enjoyment wise, it was like there for me. It's like 2 stars. What is this? Oh my god, the Aristocats! Great. Love this movie. No. Everybody wants to be a cat. It's got that meme Hello Darkness out. Oh really? It's from there? Clearly I wasn't paying enough attention. Everybody wants to be a cat. Good movie. I love this movie. It's so cute. I give it like 4 stars. Good movie. Solid movie. Maybe even higher. I don't know. It's just a cute movie. Everybody. Oh, Jaws. When did I watch this movie? I know I watched this movie, but I don't remember in what context I watched it. Like, it was a long time ago, I think. I can watch it on Netflix in France and Japan. I also have Unext here, but like I don't have Unext anymore. I had like a free trial for a little bit. Now I don't have it. Waiting for the Aristocrats live action. Oh, true. What are they gonna make one of those? It's 2 a.m. and I'm still watching VTubers. Good morning. Everybody. Jaws. Jaws, it's about that I don't remember what happened in Jaws, besides the fact that the shark, like, gets a lot of people. There's a movie with the Aristo part. Cats. Wonder if we have the shark movie genre, if not for this one. Yeah, it's pretty, like, monumental, I would say. It's about that I don't remember it, though. I'll give it a solid 3 because I don't remember what happened in this movie. Maybe if I watch it again, it'll be higher or lower or something. But for now, don't really know what happened. So I don't know if you. I feel like this traumatized everyone who we were watching it with. apologies. I feel like I'm the one who caused this to happen. My mom was like, it's a good movie. And then I told my mom, I was like, do you remember what happened? Like, do you remember watching Saturday Night Fever? Like, do you know what happens in that movie? She's like, I don't really remember. I just know they dance. And I'm like, I feel like that's the last thing that actually happens in this movie. Like, everything else happens in this movie before, like, there's like, yeah, this movie's pretty much, this is a problem. This movie is a problem. 1 star. Yeah, it's kind of a crazy movie. But I think that like it really, yeah, the movie, not the movie, the music though. I was like, some guy, yeah, there was a lot. There's like, he unalived himself, and there's lots of, I heard someone say grape the other day on a YouTube short. They said graped. She got, there's like, there's graping in this movie. That's where the song comes from. No, it's not where the song comes from, but the Bee Gees songs are used in this. So I think that for me, that was kind of redeeming for this movie, because the Bee Gees songs that's everything that I hear in my kitchen at home, when I'm back in my parents' place. Like, it's just, how deep is your love? Da, 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 need to know. Is that the Bee Gees? I don't know if it is. But my mom loves those songs. So the graping. I shouldn't be laughing, but the fact that it's just I love grapes. I love grapes. Like Moscato. I'm drinking wine right now. I love grapes. Anyway, yeah, high trigger warning. Yeah, I mean, like, I think in a strange way, I think this movie had its own message of like how brutal the 70s were. But you know, if you want another movie about how great the 70s were, Grease. This movie's good. I enjoy this movie. Nothing happens in this movie, I feel like, but it's good. They dance and they sing. What more can you ask for? My enjoyment of this movie was definitely a 4 star. I'm like, it's fun. It's just a fun movie. We just have to ignore the fact that she completely changes her look for the guy, and then he's like, oh, you're hot. But like, come on. Come on, this is a good, it's just like fun. I love fun movies. 伝説のサタデーナイトフィーバーか。そうだね。いろいろと、まあなんか、なんだろう、時代だなって思う。今だったら絶対ありえないものをよく入れてくるなっていう感じの映画でした。ガンガンもいらっしゃい。来てくれてありがとう。みんな早起きだね、ほんと。But not 5 stars. I don't think it's like, my 5 stars I feel like are very like, I don't want to give out too many 5 stars, you know what I mean? But this is so fun. This movie's so fun. You're the one that I want. Ooh, 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 honey, the one that I want. Classic 70 Breakfast Club. That one, I have that here too. I know it's for actual teenagers playing teenagers. That's true. That is also true. Grease. That's fun. This was a good movie too. This was, I liked this too. I would also give this like 4 stars. Space movies. And like the effects in this movie, crazy. Yeah, Alien. And we are not, we might get through like half of these today. Let's put it in 2 streams. Me? No, you're a lot. I think you're a lot cuter than the alien that's in this movie. A lot of people hate the sequel. I haven't seen the sequel. I just watched this one. Why did I watch this one? I watched this one for my movie March last year. For some reason. You're making pretty good time. Yeah, I mean, technically, but there's like 400 of these. The Shining is also a pretty interesting movie. I actually watched this movie twice, so I think I like this movie enough to watch it twice. I'm going to knock it off a star though, because I heard, like, I don't know, hearing about like the conditions in which this movie was filmed like gives me like the ick a little bit, which is why I'm like I think it was a chat recommendation. I think you might be right about that. Yeah, The Shining, I think, is a very good movie, and I enjoyed watching it, and like for like old school sort of horror is like, yeah, like I thought it was really good. But yeah, I don't know, just like hearing about like all, I don't know, hearing about like Mr. Kubrick, I'm kind of like, ooh, that's a little scary. I don't know. At least the actress has said she's not traumatized by it, which is good to know. Yeah, that's good. I mean, like, that's all you can really like hope for, I guess. But yeah, overall I enjoyed the movie though, enough to watch it again, I suppose. Oh no, I'm sorry, my first hot take. I did not like Blade Runner. I thought the effects were cool though. Yeah, sorry, my hot take. Didn't really enjoy Blade Runner. I don't know, I guess I didn't get it. I guess I was just, maybe I'm just like not the target audience for it. Which version did you watch? I watched the one that everyone wanted me to watch. I watched the one that everyone like is encouraged to watch, which I believe is like, what is it? It's like the director's cut, something another part. I don't know. Extended director's cut. I don't know. There's like 3 versions. But yeah, I watched the one that people wanted me to watch. Tears in the Rain. Is that the last scene where he like is that the last scene? Yeah. I've seen that movie 8 times and still really remember what happens. Cold take. Okay, I'm glad I'm not alone. I don't know. It's a very like nuclear take. All Ridley Scott movies are boring. What else has Ridley Scott done? I say as I have put Alien. Yeah. Oh, Gladiator. My mom said Gladiator is good, but I haven't seen it. Yeah, I didn't really get Blade Runner. Chad had to explain it to me at like a later date. They were like, Chad was, someone said, they were like, it's about this and that, the other, and I was like, oh. Oh, House of Gucci with Lady Gaga. Gladiator is really good. Yeah, apparently my mother thinks it's really good. My mom doesn't like she doesn't like action movies, or she doesn't like movies where people like kill each other, but she likes Gladiator, so. MC's unknown is actually a robot. He emotes less about. Yeah. There's like, yeah, chat had to be like, this is what this movie's about, and I was like, oh. You might hate it, really? It was, yeah, it's like, what does it mean to be human and all this stuff. But if we're talking about what does it mean to be human, like, I think that Ghost in the Shell does that okay, too. I don't know. This movie was traumatizing. Oh, this looks scary. This looks, am I gonna get banned for this? He's not doing anything, like, weird, I don't think. I'll just scroll down. WD really review, but have you watched Jennifer's Body? I know of it, but I have not seen it. He's praying. Yeah, it's just out of context. Anyway, this movie broke me. I cried like a lot. 奈良山節子ですね。授業のために見た。私は。I recommend it's my favorite horror movie. Oh, okay. I'll have to put it on my watch list. I'll put it on my watch list right now. That I was gonna see forever. He's just praying. Oh, I got a new grade in my grade book. I'll look at that later. 奈良山息子初めて聞いた。そう、授業で見たんだけど、もうなんかトラウマになった。めっちゃ泣いた。よかったけどね。よかったけど、めっちゃ泣きました。なんか、なんだっけ、ウバステ山だっけ違うの話なんだけどね。What was I doing? Oh yeah, I was gonna put Jennifer's body into my watch list. Okay. おばすて山。あ、そうそう、おばすて山。そうそうそう。そうです。そうです、そうです。トラウマになるわ。そうでしょ？よかったでも。めっちゃよかった。この映画ね。よかったけど。まあめっちゃとは言わないな。どうなんだろう。This movie made me cry a lot. And I feel like if any movie like brings out that much emotion in me, like it has to be like a 4-star movie. That's just going to be my like. I'm just gonna pretend that's my new rule. Anyway, good broke you or bad broke you? Bad, I guess. I called my mom because this is about. So I watched this movie for a class that was about like what is it? Relationships between like parents and their children in Japanese like literature and film. Very, very niche, very like pinpointed, but this was one of the movies that was assigned in that class, and this is, I believe this is based on. おばすて山って本当の話だよね。だよね。違うっけ？あ、そうそう、本当にあった時代だもん。そうだよね。なんか間違った情報言いたくないなって思ってたんだけど、そういうことだよね。Cause a long time ago in Japan, when winter came along in the mountains, they did not have enough. Oh, you can literally read the summary right here. But in a small village in a valley, everyone who reaches the age of 70 must leave the village and go to a certain mountain top to die. If anyone should refuse, they would disgrace their family. Yeah, so it's like in the winter, there's no food to go around, and so they gotta like take their old people up to the mountains and just leave them there to like die because they need food. They need food, and so this is a story of that's a story where they take of a guy and he takes his mom up to the mountain to die, and he leaves her there at the end, and it was very grueling for me to watch. Afterwards, I called my mother and talked about how I cried watching this movie. But it was good. My mom said she hated Footloose. You guys, I did not hate Footloose. I'm just gonna put that out there. I didn't hate it. I didn't love it. For me, it's like it's a very 3-star movie. I'm like, that was fine. That was good. He danced. You know? Non-fiction. Yeah, non-fiction. Like, actually, like, non-fiction. Like, that used to happen in Japan. In certain places of Japan, I should say. いや、出かける準備するので、ここらでおつもり来てくれてありがとう。駅の名前、そうなんだ。Not Christian enough. She like didn't get it. She was like, this, it was so stupid. Like she called me the other day and she was like, have you seen Footloose? And I was like, yes, I have. And she was like, the old one or the new one? I was like, the old one. And she was like, okay. She started like hating on it really bad. Your mom hating on the most random things. Out of Freudians of my mom. No, yeah, my mom hates on really random things, like, and random actors too. Like, she will not watch movies because of certain actors. I'm like, oh, like I watched this movie the other day. She's like, I can't watch that movie because it has this person in it. I hate them. I'm like, oh my god, like, calm down. Like, okay, well. 歌だけ知ってる。歌有名だよね。Take off your Sunday shoes. Nausicaa. This is a good movie. Not my favorite. I would not say this is my favorite Ghibli movie, but when I was little, I really liked it because I was like, oh my god, I want a little animal to that rides on my shoulder. Who's the Lucky Works? Yeah. Is this? Yeah, it is. チャララヒーローだっけ？わかんないけど、全曲は知らないけど、全曲っていうか。Why are her pants the same color as her legs? Yeah, there was like, she kind of looks like she, because they're the same color, it kind of looks like she's not like wearing any pants, but she is. I like your plant room housing. Yeah. You would. Band pants. There were certainly some interesting talks to the original localizations in Spain back in the day. Oh, really? We had a whole conversation about this. Yeah, because I was like, is she not wearing pants? And then we were like, huh? And then Ika was like, huh? And then we had to look it up. I was like, I'm pretty sure she's not wearing pants. And he was like, I'm pretty sure she's wearing pants. I mean, not my favorite Ghibli movie, but I mean, like, solid movie, would watch again. I feel like a lot of my Ghibli are going to be like around the 4-star, probably. I watched this with my mom, like, when I was there, like, for around Christmas, I think I wanted to watch this movie. This was a crazy movie too. Maybe like, I don't know if I liked it though. Maybe like 2.5. My mom, after we watched it again, she was like, cause she said it was good or something, and then we watched it, and then my mom was like, that movie's kind of weird. I was like, I thought it was good. Bum 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 bum. Classic movie, 16 Candles. This man, yeah, I think it was like, I agree that it was like, it's pretty like classic though, I guess. ラピュタの方か。あ、ラピュタは多分遅く見ちゃったんだよね。子供の時に見ればよかったかもしんないね。なんか遅く見てって感じだった。Yeah, so he's like, meh. This was meh for me. Not much to say about it. Oh, Gremlins. Gremlins. This was a fun watch. The Gremlins. I'm gonna say I did like the effects in this movie. Meno, yeah. Gremlin 夏いな。Gremlin いいよね、なんか。Meno, actually Meno. This is hard because I feel like 3.5 is kind of low, but then like 4 seems kind of high to me. I'm always like, is this leaning on a 3.5 or is it leaning on a 4, you know? I'm putting it a 3.5 for now. Maybe I'll watch it again later and think to myself, no, that's a 5-star movie. Breakfast Club. I like this movie, but I also kind of didn't really get it. Like, I didn't get the... I guess, like, I didn't really get the point of this movie. But, like, I thought it was, like... I thought it was interesting. It was interesting to me how they all, like, ended up with each other at the end. I was like, was there actually that much sexual tension in this movie? But they all ended up, like, dating at the end. So I was like, oh. Gizmo 好きだったな。Gizmo 可愛いよね。Gremlins is more funny than scary to me. It's not really a scary movie, is it? Wait, so let me say Gremlins 2. Oh, is Gremlins 2 good too? ファービーのことグレムリンって言ってたな。グレムリンっぽいよね。もはやファービーの方が怖いよ。Teenagers and cliques are dumb. Which is why kind of like Pitch Perfect ripped off of it. Oh, I didn't really know that actually. This was pretty like here for me too. Oh, good movie. Like actually good movie, you guys. I like kind of like this movie a lot. A bit of a begrudging like, yeah. This was a bit of a begrudging like, yeah, good movie. Because I had been avoiding it for so long. It's definitely like between here for me. But it is a classic. It is a classic and it's very good. So yeah, I did enjoy this movie. It was an easy watch. It was just an easy watch and like kind of fun. So this was a really good movie too. I really like this movie. It was long. Freaking, I watched it with my parents, and because I watched this on Christmas, I think, with my parents actually. This is a good. I like this movie a lot. Oh, yeah. I was begrudging about Back to the Future because like I didn't want to watch it for a really long time because I didn't think I would enjoy it. I was like, oh. I'm like, oh, it's gonna be like Star Wars. And I watched it and I was like, no, that was good. Watching the next two, maybe. みんな大好きだね。なんかまあ、全然ありだなっていう、ありっていうか、面白かった。Color Purple was good. I liked it. My mom had something to say. My mom had like complaints about it afterward for some reason, even though she was the one who was like, this is a great movie. We need to watch this movie. And then we watched it and she was like, you know, I don't know. I think that like this and that and the other. And I was like, okay, hold on. Back to the Future. Oh, I'm sorry. The first Doraemon movie has come. I don't... Which one was this? Was this the one with like the robot girl? This one was not as memorable to me as the one, as the dog one, as the Animal Kingdom one. Even the one recently, for some reason, that one like kind of like stuck in my brain. Maybe because it was so like intense. The doo-doo-doo one, is that the robot girl? I don't remember. I actually don't remember what happened in this movie besides like the fact that there was a robot girl. This is hard for me to rate. I mean, I don't remember. The thing is, like, I feel like all of the Doraemon movies are going to end up in the same like range because I'm like, I didn't dislike it. But I also don't feel qualified enough to be rating these movies. I feel like I need to like put it at my like very like yeah, like section. Dee-doo-doo. Yeah, I'm just gonna put like all of... I might have to put all of them at the same... I'm just not qualified. I'm sorry, I'm not qualified. Milo and... this is my childhood. I watched this so many times. I had this movie on VHS when I was very little, and I would watch it with my cousin. And I did not know until many years later that it's a Japanese movie. おはようございます。ガヤさん、いらっしゃい。Ellie, haven't seen you in 8,000 years. Hello, welcome in. Hope you're doing healthy. Hope you're healthy and doing well. I'm doing pretty good. Milo and Otis. I feel like I need to watch this movie again before I have a rating for it, but I am a little bit scared to watch it again because the Wikipedia talks about how like there's like actually like animals like they like, oh, I shouldn't say this in front of Iku. We're not gonna be able to watch this movie together anymore. like apparently there was like not good stuff that happened to the animals that are used in this movie. So Animal Cruelty, yeah. Just woke up, how's the movie? We are not watching it, we're rating, so. 実は嫁ってこういうタイトルなの。そうだよ。私実はこれ日本のものだとは知らなくて。They replaced one of them halfway. Yeah, the cat. The cat too, apparently. Yeah, the cat is not the same cat all the way through. And I believe there is a scene of, if my memory serves me right, I believe there's like a scene of the cat and he's like going down the river. Like they put the cat in the river and like it's going down the river. So it's not really like, it was a different time when they made this movie. Also Japan. So, but this is also a core memory of my childhood. So, I mean, 4 stars, good movie. Don't really remember it, but it's in my brain. Like it's, the reality of this movie is in my brain. Also, thank you for the raid. Welcome in, Ami viewers. Hello, Frog Champs. Welcome in. Thank you so much for the raid. Welcome. We're talking about movies today. I'm going over all the movies that I've watched in my lifetime and finally giving them ratings because I've refused to give a lot of movies ratings up until now. Just because I was like, oh, I don't know, like I'm not good at putting numbers on things, and I'm still not. Like I'm probably gonna go back and second guess myself about like half of these later, but I just thought, you know, why not? This seems like a fun way to think about my my movie watching history, so that's what we're doing today. Also, thank you for the membership milestone, arigato. We love, hello, welcome in. Thanks for being a member for 22 months. Welcome in. We were just talking about Milo and Otis. Yes. Castle in the Sky. I feel weird giving Ghibli like bad ratings. Well, I shouldn't say bad because it isn't bad. I just like this movie was one that I wished I had watched as a kid because it didn't hit. I feel like this movie did not hit as hard as an adult. So that this will probably I don't remember anything about the story. Yeah, and I literally watched it like 2 years ago. I watched it like 2 to 3 years ago and I don't remember what happened. Good evening, Ami says hello too. Hello to everyone and Ami as well. This one, like, it's not really stuck in my memory. Don't really understand what happened. It's very, like, okay for me. Compared to other Ghibli movies, which have, like, a lot of nostalgia. Look. Based on, like, pure enjoyment, this movie's, like, a 4. Because, like, what happened in this movie? What is this? What happened? Me and Iku watched this together. This is a crazy movie. What was this movie? 4 stars. This was crazy. So remember the dentist song? Oh my god, Mimi wants to leave. She's like, you are too loud. It's okay, we'll give her a few more minutes. Seymour, her voice, oh my god. Suddenly Seymour. Yeah. It's crazy. The dentist song really is good. Crazy movie. Ooh, we just watched this. Oh no, people are gonna be like, oh my god, Aoi, why are you hating on a classic movie? I'm not hating. I thought it was like a fine movie. I thought it was okay. I thought it was okay. Like, oh no. It's for the boys, yeah. Suddenly see more. Lulu stars among your followers. I know. Oh my god, look at it. Oh my goodness. Everyone loves this movie. Actually, I guess not everyone. I guess not everyone. Yeah, this movie was kind of funny. I give it like, The difference between my 3.5 and 4 is like very intense. Like my feelings between my feelings towards 3.5 star movies and my feelings towards 4-star movies are very different. Anyway. I mean, solid movie. Great movie. Don't remember much of it. I have not watched Totoro since I was like very young. So I just remember enjoying it. I just remember being like, oh cool. And then I remember, do you guys remember when like the rumors of Totoro like do you guys remember when like, oh god, I don't know if this is just me being on like Tumblr when I was younger, but like the rumors of Totoro like being about like a missing persons case or like a murder, I don't remember what it was, a long time ago, because yeah, the like Totoro conspiracy theories, yeah, I read the hell out of those. I was like, oh yeah. My like 15-year-old brain was like, oh. So I don't know. I mean, solid movie, I guess. I don't really. I need to watch this again. I need to go back and watch it because I don't actually remember. Oh, this is such a good movie. Besides the fact that it's like a little weird that she is into him, that knocking off a bit of a star for me, I would say this is like, for me, this is a very like 4.5 star movie. I liked it a lot. It was a really fun movie. Big is so good. It's just like a perfect like feel good movie. I don't know, maybe people will dislike me for this, but like I don't know if I enjoyed this movie. I thought it was a cool concept and it looked nice, but Akira as like a very, I'm not going to ignore like what Akira did for like the anime community or like for animation itself, but like for me, like my enjoyment level of this movie was like not super high, I guess. But I thought it was cool. The body horror flash scene was pretty hard for me to watch. Yeah. The art and animation are beautiful. The rest of the movie is kind of mediocre. Okay, I'm glad I'm not like. Okay, do you hear her, you guys? She's like, let me out. Okay, I'm gonna let my cat out. Be right back. Maybe I'll get another drink. I'll be right back. You guys, I feel like I'm gonna need multiple streams for this. Hold on. Yeah, Mimi was screaming. Yeah. She wanted out. 部屋を出たがってた。帰りただいま. You probably might. Yeah, I definitely might. I haven't even gotten to the first page. You said that it isn't even a full page. Oh no. I watched this recently. I watched Heather's recently because in preparation to go see the musical. I like the musical better. I'm having a good time, so that means more good times. I'm gonna need like 6 streams for this, you guys. This is crazy. We're still stuck in the 80s. We really are. We're stuck in the 80s. Heather's. This was an okay movie. The musical's better. I feel like I need to like start changing. I don't know. Maybe I'll go back and change these ratings later. I don't know. I feel like because the distance for me between 3.5 and 4 is so big right now that it's kind of bothering me. 24-hour movies. 24-hour. This one to do all of this because it's been an hour and a half and we've gotten through like the first page. And there's 6 of them, so it would take like at least 6 hours, 8 hours. That's bad. I'm gonna need more streams, especially because I started a little bit later today. If I started at my usual time, we would have been going for like 3 to 4 hours probably, but I'm probably not gonna go that long today, just because it's getting late. Oh, good movie. I need to go back and change some because like I don't know if I'd put this at a 4.5, but I really liked it. Like it's definitely a 4. I need to go back. This is bad. Now I feel like I need to go back and change things to like lower. I feel like I need to go make movies lower. I look at it as out of 10. 3 would be a 6 out of 10. Yeah, I feel like I rated some things like too high and now okay. Anyway, whatever. Well, we'll not look back for now. I'll look back later when I'm like in bed and thinking about it to myself. Yeah. Oh Captain, my Captain. Oh Captain, my Captain. I think my only like gripe about this movie is that I didn't know where it was going until like until everything started happening and then I was like, "Oh." And then I got really emotional. So, that was pretty I liked it though. Ooh, is it bad that I haven't seen this movie in so many years that I don't know I don't remember this movie. I have to go back and watch it. For now, I'm gonna give it a 3.5 because it can't be bad. If it's Ghibli and I remember enjoying it to a certain extent, like it can't be bad. But I don't have a good rating for it because I haven't seen it recently. Okay, for me, as a Disney movie, this movie was a little mid for, well, yeah, it was a little mid for me. I got kind of bored towards the end. As a Disney movie, I love Disney movies, you guys. Yeah, the ending, right? The ending was so like, huh? Little Mermaid is after Kiki's Liver Service. That is, oh, true. This Little Mermaid is better than the new one. I mean, I would have to agree with that one, but I'm gonna put this here too. I got a little bored at the end, but I mean overall, like, banger songs, classic songs. Whoa. This movie has a very high rating on Letterboxd. I think this movie definitely appeals to like the people who like I don't know, maybe like the film nerds. I don't know. It is interesting that the script is mostly ad-libbed though. That's pretty interesting. Felt more like a documentary, a weird sort of documentary. Felt like The Office. No, I haven't seen enough of The Office to say that, but this movie I fell asleep to at least like 2 to 3 days in a row, because I have this as part of my like movie march last year, and it was something like watch a movie that has like less than however many watches. Like, this has only been watched by 4,758 Letterboxd members, so like I believe that was the prompt for the day, and which is why I chose this, because it showed up in random like interviews with directors and with a director, I think, and then it has a really high rating, so I was like, okay, why not? And so I watched it. I will say it was very okay. I didn't get it. Honestly, kind of here for me, because I was like, I don't know what happened. Like, they were like, their bus crashed. It's literally a bunch of old people. Their bus breaks down, and they just talk about their lives, and they're all old people, and they wait for help to come get them, and they're all old people. I didn't get it, but some people like it, I guess. This is very much a classic movie. Honestly, for me though, it's this movie. I don't remember it. I don't remember it very vividly. I just remember like, wow, lots of shenanigans. Boy is left home alone, and these robbers try to break in, and he sets some traps for them. I don't know. I don't remember this too much. I remember like liking it okay, but it's not very much in my memory, despite being a very classic film. Maybe it's because I didn't watch it as a kid. Maybe it's like a very heavily like nostalgia factor sort of movie. Oh, I skipped one. Silence of the Lambs. Ooh. I think this movie is like perfect. I really like this movie. Maybe it was airplane magic, because I tend to be a lot more emotional on airplanes. But this is like a very 5-star movie for me. Like, I really like this movie. I like Homaro.そう、Homaro ね。まあ、クラシックではあるよね。A kid movie. Yeah, it is. I watched it as a teenager. I think I was like, when I first watched Home Alone, I think I was like 16, 17, maybe 17. Yeah. I like this movie a lot. I don't know. I don't know. It made me cry. Maybe I was just emotional on the airplane, but I cried watching this movie. これは放題これはこれはでも有名なやつだから、ちょっと待ってね。有名なやつ。私の日本人の友達もすごいいいって言ってた。これはちょっと待って、調べるね。It's also a Robin Williams movie, so. レナードの朝だね。The synopsis looks good. Sounds like Flowers of Algernon. That's one that I haven't. That's like a book, right? I've been wanting to read that book. Yeah, this is, and it's based off a true story, you guys. Like, I thought that I watched this movie and I was like, no way. Like, it didn't say it was a true story, but I was like, this is fantasy. Like, I watched it and I was like, this is fantasy. And then I read about it later and it's based on a true story. And I was like, excuse me? Like, it doesn't feel like it can happen. It doesn't feel like it can happen in real life, but like, it's crazy. そう、レナードの朝、めっちゃ泣いた。It hits hard. Based as in how accurate. I mean, that's a good question, and that's something that I would have to look up more about, but レナードの朝、私すっごい良かった。泣いた。飛行機の中だったから、私飛行機の中では、なぜか、より感情的になってる。なぜか。多分ね、なんか大体、帰国して、親と別れての、こう、なんだろう、誰かと、なんだろう、親なり、友達なりなんなり、なんか別れてすぐ飛行機に乗ったりするから、多分感情が結構、情緒不安定だと思う。いろいろ私飛行機に乗るとき。だから、これもそうなんだけど、飛行機で見る映画は、だいたい私泣くし、結構感情が、うおーってなってる。They usually put that based on a true story. This one's actually based on a true story. I'm gonna look it up actually. This is why the stream is gonna get longer, you guys. Yeah, based on the 1973 nonfiction book of the same name. Who discovers the beneficial effects of the drug L-Dopa in 1969. Let's see, hold on. I'll, so I don't spoil it, I will... Oh, it was nominated for Best Picture, you guys. Come on. You should watch it. Anyway. Let's see. Oh, no, it's real. It's very real. I just read a little bit about it, but yeah. The real story, from what I'm reading about the real story, it's pretty much the same. Oh yeah, it's true. Oh, you guys, it's real. It's really real. It's more real than I thought. Anyway, rest in peace, Robin Williams. Robin Williams, I can say the word. It's so good, you guys. ロバート・デ・ニーロが出てる作品大抵見たけど、これは見たことあるかどうかも思い出せない。めっちゃ良かったよ。もう一回見るべきなのかも。うん。実話だから見た方がいい。実話だから見た方がいいってことはないけど。実話だからこそ結構面白さはあるかも。Silence of the Lambs. I need to go back. I feel like I need to go back and watch this again because I don't remember it too well. I watched it in high school. I need to go back and watch it, I think. That's why I'm gonna put the rating. Oh, I just remember this being a really cute movie. I like this movie. Robin Williams. 1日の沈黙。そう、実はね、高校の時に見たんだけど、そこまで覚えてないんだよね。ここまでとても気になりますね。そう、ぜひぜひ見てほしい。Long live Robin Williams。そう、羊たちの沈黙は、昔ではないんだけど、実はあんま思い出せない。Hook was good. I watched Hook in class, actually. The first time I watched Hook was in class, and I remember really liking it. Might have to watch it again, though. Ooh, yeah. Good movie. I really like... Beauty and the Beast is one of my favorite Disney movies. I like it a lot. Plus, it's like, ooh, the soundtrack, you guys. Beauty and the Beast. Good movie. My girl. Talking about my girl. This movie was pretty traumatizing. フック面白いよね。だから名作なのに。ね、なぜか思い出せない。My girl. This is... I watched this for class, like 3 weeks ago, maybe. This movie broke me. This movie broke me. I cried. This movie made me cry. Gotta go do some quiet work. Have fun, Aoi. Thank you, Iku. Igu. Thank you, Igu. Have fun. Have fun doing work. Good luck, I should say. Good luck with your work. Talking about my girl. My girl. This movie made me cry, which gives it an automatic 4 stars. Yeah, this was just I think this was just a good movie. 前がある見た記憶あるけど覚えてない。泣いたんだよね。でもちょうどでも私もう3週間前ぐらいこれ見て、結構割と最近だから。Yeah, this movie kind of hurt my soul. I cried. Jamie Lee Curtis in this movie is pretty good though. Newsies, good songs. Good songs. Don't really remember what the movie was about, but I think I enjoyed it to a certain extent. Newsies. Now so you guys, I didn't. Oh, happy tears or sad tears? Sad. I was sad. Yeah, it's sad. It's very sad tears. What was I gonna say about? Oh yeah, Newsies. So I hadn't had a lot of like interaction with Mako for a really long time. And the first time I talked to her one-on-one was during an Among Us collab where we had both been killed. We were both in the graveyard, and that was the first conversation. It's on stream. Our first one-on-one conversation is now on stream for everyone to see. It was like we were like running around the spaceship like as ghosts, and I had like the hat on, like the same hat, like the sort of, not like the newspaper boy hat, kind of like not a beret, but yeah, like a newspaper boy hat. And I remember Mako was like, I like your hat. And I was like, oh, thank you. I don't know what I said in response, but she was like, it's very like newsy core. And I remember like, I was like, oh, Newsies. I was like, I kind of like Newsies. And she was like, I did too, or something like that. And like, that was our first conversation, because then someone died and we had to go back to like the other call. But I just remember that Newsies is, for me, for some reason, Newsies, I don't think she remembers, but Newsies in my brain is going to be associated with like Mako from now on. Yeah. Is this from a game? Which one? Newsies? Or Among Us? 映画は全然見てこなかったからな。タイトル聞いたことあるかなみたいな感じだ。私も本当に去年あたりまでは本当にそんな感じだった。本当にそんな感じだったからこそ、私ももうちょっと映画見てみようと思ってちゃんと見るようになりました。Oh, ghosts are wearing hats. Yeah, we were in Among Us. We were playing Among Us. That was the first time I ever talked to Miko one-on-one. And it was a very short conversation. And we have not talked one-on-one since then, technically. Sister Act. I remember I watched this at a friend's house and don't quite remember what it was about. Very, very 3-star. You know what? This movie is crazy popular in Japan, though. Japanese people love this movie, and I don't know why. So, Tenshi Nobu song だね。そう。This is a comedy? I think so. I don't remember what happened. これ友達の家で見て、あんまりね、記憶にない、実は。でもこれはなんで日本でそんな人気なのかは私はわからない。で、気になる。なんか、純粋に気になってるだけ。そう、シスターアクト。今、シスターアクトは確かウエストエンドで、ミュージカルやってる？違うかな？でも最近なんか、 覚えてない。あ、ミームがあるから、日本のミームテレビでよく放送してたから。ウーピーゴールドバーグ知ってめっちゃ好きになった作品。明るくて、やっぱその、ちょっと明るい感じの、やっぱその洋画が、いいのかな。インターネットミームがあれかな。It's popular. Yeah, a lot of Japanese people know about this movie. I think I've never met a Japanese person who doesn't know this movie. なんで作品として楽しいよね。まあそれはそうだね。Which is so funny to me because Japan is not like a Christian country at all. Not that this movie is about like Christianity or anything, but it takes place like it's like about nuns in like the convent and they like sing. Oh, 紅の豚. This is not my favorite Ghibli movie. This was a very okay movie for me. I didn't like, I don't know. A lot of people really like this one, but I'm kind of like, okay. May I ask you to say the rating as you lock it in? I will do my best. I'll do my best. To be fair, baseball in Japan is super popular. I guess, but like baseball as a sport is like, okay, like it's a very big concept. Whereas it's like, sister act. But it looks, I don't know, some people in the comments, JP Bros in the comments were saying that it played on television a lot, so. ポルコロッソ、そうそうそう。ポルコロッソっていう名前だよ、これは。替え歌の動画、なるほど。ごめんね、葵はただの葵だ。それはそうだ。紅の豚は人生のバイブル。そうか、これは私、ジブリの中では、なんだろう、他にもっと好きな作品はあるかもしれない。Everything convenience. No worries, no worries. Might be memes. The song from this movie is my favorite, Joe Hisaishi song. Oh! Yeah, this one is not... This one is not, like, my favorite, but... I mean, just in terms of, like, the movie itself. But it was interesting. I would say, like, it's like, oh... I like the piano scene. Jazzy. I'm not here. 仕事行かないとだから挨拶だけでごめん。いいよ。Hi guys. Hello. こんこんもり。仕事行ってらっしゃい。The first Ghibli movie. That's pretty big. I feel like the first Ghibli movie you see is very like monumental. Like for me, I think like for me, Howl's Moving Castle is like a 5-star movie because like it was the first one I saw and I was very like enraptured by Howl's Moving Castle. Please don't question me about this movie. 1 star. Oh, I gave Kurenai no Buta. I gave Pokoroso 3.5, by the way. これは知ってる人は知ってると思うんだけど配信で言ったことあるからなんかピンク映画というジャンルを初めて知ってでなんかピンク映画とはどういうものなのかなと思ってこれを見てみたんですけどよくわかりませんでしたという感想です。はい。Okay, I'm not here. Have fun. Thank you. Pinku Eiga Core. Oh, hello. Hello, my Letterboxd friend. 5 stars based on the movie thumbnail. It's just softcore porn, you guys. Like, I don't know. First Ghibli was Princess Mononoke. That's a pretty interesting first Ghibli. It's okay. I love Mononoke. Groundhog Day. My mom really likes this movie, but I don't. This is a very it was okay movie for me, actually. I liked Big. So my mom really likes Big and my mom really likes Groundhog Day, but I like Big a lot. But this movie was kind of like, okay, cool for me. Yeah, it was okay. I think it was just because, like, I didn't know, like, they were all of a sudden, like, in love and I didn't get it. And then, like, he suddenly changed and I didn't get it. Like, I wasn't sure, like, where his character development happened. And, like, I didn't see what, like, she saw in him, I guess. I mean, like, I guess the point of the story was that he goes back and, like, tries to become, like, the type of guy that she's into. But I was like, oh. When he tries to kill himself in 20 ways, it gets kind of depressing. True. I like Palm Springs more. It's got more romance and quarter life crisis. Ooh, I'll have to watch that one. I like the concept, and I don't think it was like, I did not enjoy the movie, but it was like, okay. Also, thank you for the follow on Letterboxd. Let me follow you back. I just opened my phone. I just happened to open my phone. I don't know if you like, if you actually just followed me like 2 seconds ago, like sorry. Palm Springs. He loves piano. That's true. That's true. Put it on my watch list. Ohayo. Ohayo. これは何だろう。やべ、見たことない。これはね、うちのお母さんがめっちゃ好きな映画で、一応すごいクラシックっていう有名な映画ではあるんだけど、私はそこまでかなって思った。どちらかというとトム・ハンクスが出てるビッグの方が好き。全然話が違うんだけど、お母さんが好き。お母さんが好きな映画で言うと、ビッグの方が好き。これは恋はデジャブってやつだね。日本語のタイトルは。A lot of it is what you relive through the same day. Yeah, I guess it's more the experience than the like romance, but I think I ended up being more focused on the romance, and so that's why I was like not as like I was just not as like, oh, I was not as impressed with like the romance. I can understand like the appeal of the movie as like from a time loop perspective though. 見たことある。そう、有名といえば有名だよね。I'm sorry, I did not like this movie. This is a Studio Ghibli movie, technically. I did not like this movie. I was like, what's happening? I don't. これはまあ私は好きじゃなかったっていうか、その女の子がわがまますぎてちょっとやめてってなった。ってちょっと見るのが見てるとちょっとイライラしてた。見ながらイライラしてた。It's kind of like it's like a 1.5 for me. I'm not into this movie. I think that's a cool take. Yeah, looking at my Letterboxd friends reviews on this, yeah. I can see that is not a hot take. Ooh, this Jurassic Park. I think I enjoyed this movie more than Iku did. But I only enjoyed it for the dinosaurs. I liked the dinosaurs. I think the reason I watched this with Iku and I enjoyed the movie more than her, I think, and the sole reason I enjoyed it more than her is because I like dinosaurs. オーシャンウェーブ、そう、海が聞こえる。そう、海が聞こえるはちょっとおーって。Valid opinion. Yeah, Iku didn't really like this movie, and I liked it for the dinosaurs, and that's about it. It was. I put it like here. I like that guy. I like the dinosaurs. 3.5. Ooh, sorry. This is gonna be a hot take, you guys. I think that this movie is very much like... I think this movie is very nostalgia based for... Everyone likes this movie, and in my opinion, it's very much nostalgia. I do appreciate, you know what I do appreciate though? I appreciate stop motion. I like stop motion a lot as a medium. But if I had watched this as a kid, I would have cried and screamed and had nightmares. But one of the bros, yeah, I like dinosaurs, you guys. I like dinosaurs. 妻が好きな映画だ。本当にこれね、子供の時に見てたらもしかしたらなんか、あ、いい、懐かしい、いいね、みたいな感じになってたのかもしれないけど。Songs are bangers, that's true. But for me, like watching this, I was just watching this guy have an identity crisis for 90 minutes. Like, this is also like 3.5. I would watch it again though, because I mean, like, it's an easy watch and it's a fun watch. I think it's a very fun watch, but it's not like my favorite. 3.5 is ending up being like my okay rating, and I don't know how I feel about that because like 3.5 and 4 is so different in my mind. This movie made me cry, which makes it an automatic 4. Schindler's List. Ooh. Traumatizing movie. Okay. 楽しいね、楽しいよね。Guy having an identity crisis. It's just not Jack Frost. Is Jack Frost? Is that his name? No. He's the Halloween Town guy. This is Halloween. This is Halloween. Jack Skellington. There we go. Jack Skellington. It's him having an identity crisis. Yeah, 2.5 sounds like mediocre. Yeah, 2.5 sounds like really low. You know what I mean? Like, it's technically 2.5 should be average, which is why I feel like I need to go back and adjust some things afterwards. But like 2.5 sounds so like bad, you know? シンドラのリスト。そう、私これ高校 Did anyone else watch Schindler's List in high school? Raise your hand. Is that just me? That wasn't just me, right? そう、これ高校の授業で見せられたんだよね。泣きました。授業中で泣きました。4 stars, Schindler's List. Forrest Gump, perfect movie, 5 stars. Thank you. I love Forrest Gump. Forrest Gump is so funny. This picture. This picture of Forrest Gump is so funny. No? Okay. Giving stuff 2 stars. I know it feels sad. But yeah, it's just below half, right? 見たことないな、シンデレラのリスト。いや、結構、なんか精神に来るやつだからね。いや、もう、フォレストガンプ、最高の作品ですね。本当に。フォレストガンプ、これめっちゃ泣くよね。めっちゃ泣いた。私、これ見たときめっちゃ泣いたのに、お母さんにフォレストガンプ見てめっちゃ泣いたんだよねって言ったら、どこでって言われて。みたいな。I've never actually watched Forrest Gump, even though everyone who has seen it says it's great. You are valid. I had not. There were a lot of movies I had not seen until last year, and this was one of them. But I really liked it. リンゴの株ね、よかったね。いや、いいよね。ね、なんで私もみたいな、そんな反応とか思ったんだけど、いや、いいよね、この映画。This is one of my mother's favorite movies. My mom loves The Shawshank Redemption. I mean, this is a solid, it's a solid 4-star movie for me. I thought it was good. I enjoyed watching it. My mom loves this movie. My mom loves, I can give you a list of the movies my mom really likes. My mom really likes Sound of Music. She really likes Shawshank Redemption. She really likes Driving Miss Daisy, which I have not seen yet. She likes Groundhog Day. Big, but probably not as much as down Groundhog Day. When Harry Met Sally. 10 Commandments. Yeah, I don't know. Kind of crazy. ショーシャンクね。ショーシャンク、うちのお母さんめっちゃ好きで。Tokimori Letterboxd review. I know. You guys, I feel like having the hottest takes would come from Tokimama because she's like, I hate that. Like, she's not even like, it wasn't my thing. She goes, I hated it. I told her to watch Baby Reindeer. I was like, oh my god, like, yeah, Baby Reindeer. I really like Baby Reindeer, this and that and the other. And like, everyone's talking about Baby Reindeer. And she was like, oh my god, I really want to watch Baby Reindeer. I really want to watch it because like, it's everywhere. And like, people are talking about it. And like, I heard that the real lady, this and that and the other, like, we were having a good conversation about Baby Reindeer. She was like, I've been meaning to watch it. And I was like, you should watch it. I finished it all in one day. And then she called me like the next week and she was like, I watched that Baby Reindeer show. I hated it. And I was like, oh, okay. Yeah, it's not, she doesn't like sugarcoat it at all. She's like, oh, she's not like, oh, you know, I didn't really feel like this. She's like, I hated it. I'm like, okay. Shawshank ending, yeah. I feel like this movie is really about like the build up to the end, right? Yeah, it's just flat out hate for her. Is it trigger warning? It is trigger warning, but my mom doesn't get like triggered very easily. She doesn't get triggered, but she's a little squeamish, which is why I was like, oh, you know, there's some things that you might not be very comfortable with, but I think my mom does like true crime. She really likes true crime and stuff too. So I was like, you know, you'll probably like it. And she was like, I hated it. So clearly I don't understand what my mom likes. これ定期的に見たくなってくるよね。あ、本当に私まだ1回しか見たことないんだけど、お母さんがすごい好きな作品だからね。お母さん何回も見てるかな。いい映画。Oh, this is a good, I really like this movie. 4.5. 4.5. Oh, sorry. Shawshank Redemption for me was like 4. Whisper of the Heart, Ghibli movie. Not Miyazaki, but Ghibli. Is a 4.5 for me. I really liked it. Maybe because I went in thinking like, thanks for the stream, Aoi. Looking forward to seeing the rest of the ratings later. Thank you. I'm probably going to stop fairly soon, just because I don't want to go for too long. Because it is already 1. So I'll probably finish the rest next week or something, but 猫の恩返し。これは耳をすませばだね。似てるけど、この表紙は完全にあれだけどね。猫の恩返しだけど。I like this. I like this a lot. I thought it was a really cute movie. 4.5. Whisper of the Heart. Oh, this movie. This was a crazy movie. I did not like it. Leaving Las Vegas with Nicolas Cage. I watched this for Movie March last year. Didn't like it. 2 stars. Thank you. It's literally like you see, I think one of the Letterboxd reviews says it too, but it's like Nicolas Cage like gets drunk, has sex, like I don't like, it's like, and that's like the whole movie. They like trauma bond or something, I don't know. It's like I don't really remember what happened, but I just remember feeling like uncomfortable the whole movie. So we could be here. I know Nick Cage. そっちか、そうそう。猫の恩返し。あ、そういえば猫の恩返し私マークしてないっけ？待って。I forgot to put, I don't think I have the cat returns on my Letterboxd, even though I've seen it. Hold on. Oh no, I have. I do. I just didn't realize that the cat returns didn't happen until 2002. I was like, where's the cat returns? It hasn't been made yet. Yeah, it's a trip. I think it's just like, it's a very rough movie to watch. It's hard to watch, and like it was a lot of things that I just didn't want to watch, I think. Like, yeah. Nicolas Cage. Nicolas Cage, ne? It's a lot of depicting depression, loving someone that's depressed. Yeah, it's rough. Like her experience, like having to deal with him, like getting drunk next to like the pool and stuff. Like, oh yeah. Like I think it was just like a rough, like I just didn't want to watch a lot of it. It was just I didn't like it. I don't know. I think there are ways to like deal with the same subject matter, but like, and maybe it's a good thing. Maybe it's a sign of a good movie. The fact that I like didn't want to watch it, but at the same time, I'm like, if I don't want to watch it, like I don't want to watch it, right? Ghost in the Shell. This I think like this is a good. I appreciate this movie for what it is. I don't love this movie actually, but I do think that like it's very like a monumental sort of movie, and like it looks nice. It looks nice. 3.5 for me. I guess when you put it that way, like 3.5 is what, like 75%? I need to like think about these ratings a little more, but I'm too lazy. Okay, I'm gonna do a few on my next page because God knows this is not gonna end. Toy Story, I watched this like last year with Iku, I think. Ooh, is it bad that I don't really... Toy Story was not my childhood movie. I watched, again, I watched it like last year, you guys. So, 広角機動隊いいよね。My feelings towards Ghost in the Shell is the same as yours towards Brain. You know, that's very valid, I think, because the first time I watched Ghost in the Shell, I was like, I don't know what I just watched. And like even now I'm kind of like, I don't know what I'm watching, but I think it visually, Blade Runner 2 though, I thought it visually looked very nice. Toy Story. あ、娘が好きだったな。そうなんだ。いいね。Toy Story is not that great unless you grow up with. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. Steve Jobs saw the. One of my Japanese friends was like, I listened to Steve Jobs speeches to help my English. And so I listened to Steve Jobs' speech at like Harvard or something, or like Berkeley. I don't know what it was. UCLA, no idea where it was, but he did a speech, and that was the first time. Maybe I'm not even late to the party, but like maybe I just like don't know anything about the world. But I did not know that Steve Jobs founded Pixar, yeah. I was like, huh? You got a friend in me. He did? Okay, wait. I don't know if he found it. Did he not? Did he not found it? But he was like a big... Steve Jobs does speak slowly and with emphasis. Yeah, that's perfect for English learners. I'm gonna look it up, but I think... Yes, or he acquired it. So it says in 1986, Jobs acquired the computer graphics division of Lucasfilm. Okay, I can speak. And it renamed it Pixar Animation Studios. So with funding from Apple co-founder Steve Jobs, he was a co-founder. Okay, I believe he was a co-founder of Pixar. Steve Jobs, wait, hold on. Steve Jobs directed Brave? Oh, no, it was dedicated to Steve Jobs. Okay. I thought that said directed, and I was like, huh? Okay. Understood. Okay. I've ingested too much wine, you guys. I can't read anymore. Okay. Moving on. Anyway, Toy Story for me, again, yeah, if you are not a child, like, ooh, I think I have to change my rating system, you guys. Because, like, this movie was, like, okay for me, I guess. I give it, like, 3 stars. It wasn't, like, I feel like it would have been better if I was a child, you know, if I saw it as a kid. Jumanji, good movie. This is a good movie because I saw it as a kid. I like this movie a lot, actually. I'm gonna give it like 4.5 low key because like I really liked Jumanji when I was younger. I really liked Jumanji, you guys. Like, I haven't seen it in a really long time, but like this is big nostalgia for me. And clearly I just like Robin Williams. He provided the money, okay. I'm just surprised Steve Jobs was involved with Pixar. Yeah, so I watched that speech and I was like, huh? Jumanji 名作いいよね, いいよね. I really like Jumanji. Anyway, that is all. Thank you. 4.5. Hunchback of Notre Dame. No, Hunchback of Notre Dame, 5 stars. Great movie. Love this movie. Thank you. Goodbye. This is probably one of my favorite Disney movies. I like it a lot. Hunchback of Notre Dame, 5 stars. Great movie. Space Jam. Space Jam? I feel like we weren't watching half this movie. I have to be very honest with you. This movie was an extra half a star because I was watching it with Iku and Meno. 1.5. I'm sorry to everyone who loves Space Jam, but I did not understand what was happening in this movie. And like maybe I should bring it up. No, you know what? Maybe I should bring it up a star, because like a half a star, because I didn't. It was kind of funny. The CGI was kind of funny. 2 stars. Didn't get it. マイケル・ジョーダンの、そうだね、そう。スペースジャム。最近もジュマンジ出ましたね。あ、最近のジュマンジ1個も見てないんだよね。でもいっぱいあるよね、最近。You have to grow up with Looney Tunes. Yeah, none of us had seen Looney Tunes. Oh, Meno was like, I think she doesn't, something like, I think she was like scared of Bugs Bunny or something. I forgot what it was, but yeah, Space Jam, didn't really get to Space Jam. Maybe I need to knock it back down, because like I was thinking about like the other movies that I've rated 2 stars, and I was like, I think I enjoyed Space Jam less. I didn't get it. Anyway, 1.5. Scream. This was a good movie. I liked Scream. I didn't think I was, not that I didn't think that I was going to like it, but I thought maybe it's because like the first Scary Movie, like the plot is Scream. It's based off of Scream, so I thought this was gonna be like a comedy. No, not a comedy, but I guess I didn't have very high expectations for this, but I ended up liking it. Like, I ended up liking it, so I'm gonna give it 4 stars. Scream. Any reason why? Oh, why Meno is scared of Bugs Bunny? There is a reason. There is a reason, and I don't remember what it was. I think she said she's seen. It was. I didn't really get it, but I think that she's seen some sort of video with Bugs Bunny that scared her as a kid. So yeah. なんかバグズバニーメノちゃん怖いとか言ってたんだよね、なぜか。なんか子供の時に変な動画見たんじゃないかなという疑惑。Yeah, I've never really seen Looney Tunes, so none of us had really seen Looney Tunes, so. Is this movie meta or something? This movie, Scream? I think it is I was reading up about it actually the other day because we were watching Scary Movie. And this movie was very like monumental for like the slasher/horror film like genre, so. Scream. そう結構ねよかった私これ意外と Ooh, Hercules has really good music, but the humor was kind of not my style. But the music's good. This is hard for me. I feel like I need to start making my ratings a little bit more like harsh. Is the Megan Hercules the same Megan Hades? I thought it was. I kept thinking it was, butホラー映画のパターンを広めた作品でもありますね。そうだね、私も最近いくちゃんとスキャリームービーなんだ日本の題名がよくわかんないけどなんかパロディいろんなホラー映画をパロディにしたやつを見て、それをきっかけにもう一度こうスクリームの詳細を調べてみたんだけど、結構ね代表的な映画だったよね。Yeah, I really like the songs in this movie. But like, yeah, the humor didn't really hit with me. Eh, This is hard. Now I feel like I need to go back because I'm like, my difference, because I'm like, oh my god, 4 stars, good movie, and then I rate something 3.5 because I'm like, it was okay. Like, I need to stop doing that. Why does Hercules have such a creepy smile? That's a good question. He's holding up the title. It's pretty hard. I'll go back and fix these when I'm in my bed later tonight. You might see completely different ratings when you wake up tomorrow. Ooh, Perfect Blue. I need to rewatch this movie, actually. I remember liking it. Oh, but see, now I've hit the wall. Not the wall, but now I've hit the point where I'm like, do I give it 4 stars? Because 4 stars seems pretty, like, big for a movie that I can't remember. Let me put it at 3.5, and then I'll go back and watch it someday. Yeah, Perfect Blue, I need to, because I remember liking it, but I need to go back and watch it in order to give it, like, 4 and above, you know? I'm kind of reserving 4 and above for movies that I, like, really remember and, like, really liked, but there are some on this list that I'm like, oh, I think I would rate this 4, but I would need to go back and watch it to make sure. Oh, good movie. I really like Princess Mononoke, and I didn't know how much I liked it until I watched it in theaters. A few years ago, no, now it's many years ago, like at this point it's like 4 to 5 years ago, maybe a little less. In Japan, they were showing Ghibli movies in theaters across the country just because, like, they were like, oh, Ghibli, yay. So I went with a friend to see Princess Mononoke, and it was the first time I had seen it since I was very young. Like, the last time I had seen it, I was, like, pre-teen. And so I watched it again, and I really liked it. And watching it in theaters was really cool. So for me, this is a 4.5. This is like my, I would say this is my second favorite Ghibli. My top 3 Ghibli movies are Howl's Moving Castle, Princess Mononoke, and Whisper of the Heart. So. もののけ当時はトラウマだったな。あ、でもわかる。私もこれ初めて見たときは12歳ぐらいだったんだよね、多分。なんかすごい、うわ、怖い、いや、グローとか思ってたんだけど、なんかさ、何年か前に、ちょうどコロナ禍のいつだったのかわかんないけど、なんかジブリ映画を上映しましょうみたいなやつあったじゃん。全国だったのかわからないんだけど、私はどこで見たのかな、横浜の方で見た気がするんだけど、そうもう12歳の時初めて見た時以来初めてすっごい久しぶりにもののけ姫見たんだけど、その時にうわこれいいじゃんって思ったんだよね。We also randomly air Ghibli movies in New York City and Toronto. Oh, really? Wow, they really are. They really are like classics. 我が名は青い。そなたは美しい。Titanic. I have to admire the CG and like the effects that. Or like the making of Titanic. This is pretty crazy. But the movie itself, 3.5, I guess. Draw me like one of your French girls. Titanic. So Titanic was when it was in cinemas. Oh. Like recently? Because I know that they were showing it in the cinemas. The cinemas recently. T-pose が有名。そうだね。T-pose が有名だね。Because 1997, I will say, you know what? I don't care. my age on VTuber wiki is like question marks, and like I've always been like, dating myself forever. But I've like dated myself to like the amount like close enough to it doesn't really matter anymore. I was not born when Titanic came out, so there was no reason there. I was not. I did not see it in theaters. But it was recently out again, so child. No, you have to remember that children who were born in like 2010 are like 14 now, so I'm technically not a child. Anyway. I have to know your opinion on woohoo scenes in movies. Are they usually uncalled for? I mean, as someone who like doesn't really like, I mean, I'm not squeamish. Like when it comes to like my mom, you guys listen. I don't know if she's watching right now. This is gonna be like whatever. But don't remind me how old I am. I mean, yeah. My friend was like, yeah, like we're old now, and I'm like, we're old. Oh yeah, my mom is like. I think I talked about this when I was talking about like Poor Things, because my mom watched Poor Things, the new one with Emma Stone, and she was like, it was a really good movie. Like I really liked that movie, all this stuff. She was talking about how she really liked Poor Things. But then she was like, but I don't know if I can recommend it to you. And I was like, why? And she was like, it has too much sex. And I was like, okay. Like my mom can't like, my mom like can't say the word like sex without like cringing. So yes, that is how she pronounced it. Which is why, like, and I'm not like that. I'm like, draw me like one of your French girls. No. No, I'm like, I do think, I mean, if we're talking like in The Room, for example, if you're asking me if the sex scenes in The Room were unnecessary, I would tell you, yeah, I think they were. But I think it really depends on the movie. And I think that there are in some instances, like I feel like it's more unnatural to not show it. But in some cases, I feel like it's a very fine line. Like I think that going too over the top or like lingering too long or having too many can be unnecessary depending on what the story is. I'm so glad you're one of the boys. I am. And they should always show it. It's for the plot. It's for the plot, you guys. Anyway, okay, I'm trying to think. I'm sorry. I don't want to turn the conversation back to Clanhead, but I am. How did they all of a sudden have a baby, you guys? They showed them holding hands in two separate futons. They weren't even on the same futon. They weren't sleeping on the same futon, you guys. And all of a sudden they have a baby? It's like, I understand. Like this, I don't think that they have to show, like, they don't have to show it happening. They don't have to show it happening. But they're not even in the same futon, you guys. And then all of a sudden they have a baby. It doesn't make sense. That's not how it works, okay? Like, that's how you make babies. Oh, god damn it. Holding hands all along. Holding hands was more lewd than I ever thought it was gonna be. Also, I finished my quarter of a bottle of wine, and I'm going to move on to this drink that I put in and I never started drinking. My phone is lasting a long time. I think the fact that I changed my phone is helping the battery. Oh, what the heck? It's 59%. Just kidding. My phone is going to last. My phone is charging. Um, which just goes to show that my old phone's battery is kind of not doing well, because every time I streamed, my battery would go low, even though it was plugged in. Anyway, they both seem surprised too when Nagisa was pregnant. Yeah, there's no build-up. He's like, Nagisa, what do you want for your birthday? She goes, I want a baby. And he's like, oh, and they're like, oh, I'm so embarrassed. But then they end up with a baby like the next episode. The same episode she finds out she's pregnant. It's like, okay, come on, you guys. And that's the thing. Okay, I'm sorry to go on another rant. About Clannad, because like, for me, watching it, and especially getting this far, I feel like it could have been so much better. And already it's a very like good. It's known as like a very good anime in the community, the anime community. I can appreciate it. I can appreciate it for what it is. However, why did I have to spend 24 episodes talking about characters that I didn't care about? Where is Fuko? Where did she go? You guys, Fuko had a good like 5-6 episode arc at the beginning of the series, and she never shows up in the second. She has not shown up once in the second half of the series. In After Story, she has not made one appearance. I don't even think she shows up in the title, the opening, when they show all the characters in the opening. I don't even think she's there. Like, they were putting her in for comic relief in the first half of the series. Where did she go? Where is she? She's not there. Like, I'm so... Okay. Yap on. I'm so glad you have such a heated, nuanced opinion. I know. Something about Clannad, like, rubs me the wrong way. Even though it's an anime that I know I, like, would enjoy if it was done in a different way. Yeah. I just had my battery service yesterday. Were we sharing the same phone? Maybe. No. My phone, I got a new one, like, a month ago now-ish? A little less than a month ago? Give her a microphone. Yeah, give me the microphone when it comes to Clannad, because I think as someone who has a really soft spot for slice of life, for romance, for death in anime, and like crying anime, big soft spot, you guys. I cry at everything, but like, I don't know, where is she? Like, where the drama between MC and his dad? Yeah, I think like. And I do appreciate that a lot. Like, I think that that's something that needs to be covered, and I don't think a lot of anime touch on that, which is why I can really appreciate Clannad. Like, the whole message of, like, you follow in the same steps of your parents, and you come to realize, like, how hard your parents had it, or, like... Because, like, let's be honest, for the first 5 years of Ushio's life where Tomoya isn't there, like, he's kind of a shit dad, right? Like, he doesn't take care of her. He doesn't, like, he leaves her to the grandparents who, in theory, are suffering more than him. Like, Nagisa's parents lost a daughter. Like, they are probably hurting so bad, and he is just, like, MIA. He's like, I can't handle this. I can't handle being a dad. To be fair, boy's, like, 19. Like, he should not be a dad at, like, 19, 20, or whatever. But, like, he has this moment where he's like, oh, I can't take care of her. I don't like her. Like, he can't even, the way it's, if you don't speak Japanese, it might be a little bit harder to, like, understand. But, like, the way that he speaks to Ushio at, like, when he when, like, he's left alone with her is so mean. Like, the way that he uses his words is very mean. And, like, he's just a bad dad. I think we can all agree, like, he's a bad dad for the first 5 years. But it's, like... And then, it gets to the point where it's, like, oh, Tomoya's learning. Like, he has to take responsibility, and he's figuring out, he learns that his dad had it really rough, and his dad sacrificed all this stuff for him, and so he's going to step up to the plate, and he's going to sacrifice a lot of stuff for his daughter now. Great, good for you. Good for him, but it's, like, very on the nose. It's very on the nose, you guys. It's on the nose. Like, his dad, everything that happened to his dad happens to him exactly how it happens to his dad. It's not like, oh, parallels. It's, like, the same exact thing is happening. Like, it's good. It's good. I was like, is it going to be a little bit more nuanced? No, he literally walks the same steps as his dad, which isn't a bad thing. I just thought it was funny. Anyway, I think... Anyway, also I have not finished Planet yet. I have like 6 episodes to go, maybe. But yeah, and I think as like a message, I think it's so true. Like we learn that our parents had it hard. We learn that our parents like sacrificed a lot for us, and we learn that we have to like step up. Like if you have a kid, if you have a kid at 20, like maybe you should step up and take care of it, you know? But I really wish, and I love that, you know, like I love that for the anime, and I think that that's so important. It's important to like, it's an important lesson, and I think it's not shown a lot in anime, even anime that are a little bit more like darker, on the like more realistic and darker side, like they don't show a lot of that, and it's not carved out as a very like main message of the show. And I think I love Planet for that. I just wish they had given it to me earlier. I just wanted it earlier because I spent the first half of the show being like, I kind of like the twins, they're okay. And being like, oh, you know, like the best friend, like he's okay, he's got his issues and like all this, like he's working through that, this and that and the other. And his little sister, you know, she's great. Oh, awesome. Oh no, reset mic. Okay, hold on, give me a second. Okay, there we go. Anyway, sorry, I'm preaching. I'm preaching at this point, but yeah, I think I was, what was I just saying? Oh yeah, I spent the first half of the series being like, oh, I like the twins, or like, I think the twins are cute, or like, oh, wow, Tomoyo's doing this and that and the other, or like, oh, you know, the boy, the best friend character is like, he's got his things, and like his sister's got his things, and like, oh, like, oh, the I don't know, I guess this happened in After Story, but like the teacher, or the dorm lady and her cat, and like their whole story. Oh, okay, well, that's cool, I guess. Only for it to like not be relevant for like the main portion of the story. I think like, yeah, I think my main gripe with Planet is that I appreciate what it's trying to do, but I wish they had given it to me at least 24 episodes earlier. Okay, end of rant. Thank you. Also KP with the second one. I think I'm gonna end pretty soon though. Titanic 3.5. Let's do a few more. Ooh, Cure. This was also an interesting movie. I would also give this a 3.5. This is a Japanese movie that I watched recently. It's technically a horror, maybe not so much horror, thriller horror movie. Interesting, very interesting movie. I liked it. Thank you for sharing your thoughts. My rant about Planet, it's just very like, I really want to like this anime, and there are a lot of aspects that I do like about it, but there are other like very core aspects that I'm like, why, you know? Cure. So it's so good. Yeah, this was good. My favorite horror movie. This is a really, I did enjoy this movie. So like, we do a stream dedicated to Clan. I can't, because Luto, it's one of Luto's favorite anime. I don't want to like hate on it too hard. And the thing is, I don't hate it. I enjoy it. I'm enjoying it to a certain extent. I just wish there were a lot of things that were done differently. ホラー映画のやつ、そう、ホラー映画のやつ結構ね、この評価見て 4.2 だよ。すごくない？あ、これ 4.2 海外、これ主に海外が使ってるやつっていうかサイトなんだけど、めっちゃ海外ではいい評価されてるよ、この映画。よかった、でも全然。Ooh. This, did I cry? Well, I came close to crying, which is good enough. 4 stars. Good Will Hunting. 4 stars. Hearing your opinions on anime is really refreshing, especially when I totally agree. Oh, I'm glad. My hot takes. 見たはずなのに覚えてない。あれ、そうだね。まあ、ホラースリラーだね。うん。Good Will Hunting actually took me quite a lot of sittings to get through, but when I got through it, I wish I had gotten through it in one sitting. Which is why I'm not sure if I cried. I think I would have cried if I got through it, if I had watched the whole thing in one go, but for some reason I was stalling on this one. I don't know why. But I liked it. When it was over, I liked it. Ooh, this movie also kind of shook me. 4 stars as well. Life is beautiful. La vita è bella. La vita è bella. I watched Good Will Hunting as a kid, but I don't remember what happened. Oh, yeah, it's definitely not a kid movie, I don't think, but... The emotion. Yeah, this movie, I was like, oh, haha, funny comedy, and then I was like, no, I'm not happy anymore. Hi, ohayou gozaimasu. Yujin-san, ohayo. Irashai. A touching story of an Italian bookseller of Jewish ancestry who lives in his own little fairy tale. His creative and happy life would come to an abrupt halt when his entire family is deported to a concentration camp during World War II. While locked up, he tries to convince his son of the world thing. Yeah. It's kind of funny. Like, the movie, it borders on comedy for the first, like, for most of the movie, and then you're like, and then it gets really real and you're like, oh, okay. Yeah, this is a good movie though. I liked it. This is probably the only Italian movie I have on this list, but okay, let me go through this line and then we'll end. Ring, I believe I watched with Iku actually. This movie was like okay. Actually, I feel like it was very okay for us. I don't know if I have much to say about Ring because we were just sitting there like, oh, yeah. And then it was over. And then part of the time we were trying to like decipher it too. We were like, what's that? What's happening? So when she does this, it's because this happened, right? It's like we were just like trying to figure out what was happening the whole movie, so. リングはね、いくちゃんと見たんだよね。リングの続編は見てない。ハリウッド版は見た気がする。覚えてない。Doesn't the ring have subliminal messaging or something? I have no idea. I have not read up on it. Maybe. Ooh, The Truman Show. I really like this movie. 4.5 from me is The Truman Show. I really like The Truman Show. Yeah, this is another one that I watched for watch along and I was like, whoa, this is such a good movie. Yeah, I liked it. Ooh, Mulan. Let's get down to business to defeat the Huns. I rewatched this, I feel like fairly recently. 4 stars. Did they send me daughters when I asked for sons? You're the saddest bunch I've ever met, but you can bet before we're through, Mr. I'll make a man out of you. Tranquil as a forest, but on fire within. Heed my every order. Huh? Wait, what? I forgot what the lyrics were. No, 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 and you're sure to win, right? You're a spineless, pale, pathetic lot, and you haven't got a clue. So good. あら、1000。ぜひ見てほしい。 まあこの、だから、あー、なるほど。リングは怖そうで見れてない。あー、呪音は平気だったけど。呪音も平気だったら多分リングは大丈夫だと思うけどね。リングらせんループ。あ、そうなんだ。You're sure. You win. Mulan. I love the da 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 da. A girl worth fighting for. That song. I love that song. Okay. Ooh, The Parent Trap. I watched this a long time ago. Like a long time ago. So I don't really remember what happens. So I'm going to give it a 3 because I don't remember this. This is a long time ago. I don't remember why I watched this movie, but I watched it. But I don't remember it. I mean, I just know that they like switch places. That's it. I don't remember otherwise. Maybe I'll watch it again someday. Don't remember what it was about. I don't remember like liking it, or I actually don't remember if I liked it or did not like it at the time of like watching it. So oh, You've Got Mail, another Tom Hanks movie. This was also very okay to me, I think. I think it's more I think it's more of a 3.5 though. This was also like enemies to lovers trope, huh? You got mail. You got mail. And that song in Spanish. I see Tommy's. Oh, Room. The Room. Yeah, I love The Room. I'm sorry to say I love The Room. Is it bad that I'm about to give The Room like 5 stars? Because like, maybe not 5, but like, honestly, I have so much fun. Every time I watch The Room, it's so fun. I have so much fun. You got the mail. そう。親戚の家にリング、螺旋って手書きされてたビデオテープ書いてあって、怖いね、それは。それはさすがに怖いよ。時代を感じる映画やった。かもね。Have you seen the Tommy Star Wars video where they see images? I have not. No, I have not seen that. Ollie Live, good morning, good morning! I'm about to end though. It's crazy. It's a crazy time right now, so. それは怖いね。Yeah, I love The Room. I just think it's funny. I just think it's like, no matter what the intent was to create that movie, the fact that I can watch it and like die laughing at it is it's good in itself. I am weak. I'm weak to movies that really try to take itself seriously and end up being really bad. That's awesome. I love that so much. Birdemic, amazing movie. I love movie. Isn't it like 10 hours to the karaoke? Oh wait, you're so right. You're so right. I need to go. I should probably stop. You're right. I'm doing karaoke. 今日カラオケ歌枠だった。完全に忘れてた。We'll watch the rest of the mod later. Yeah, I've been going for a while. I'm gonna stop soon. Have you seen The Disaster Artist? Yeah, I watched it with Iku and Non, I think, recently. Fairly recently. Sometime this year. Okay, I don't know if this is a hot take. I did not like this movie. The Blair Witch Project, 2 stars. Yeah, 2 stars. Because I was waiting for something to happen in this movie and nothing happened. You guys, I love horror movies, but like, what was this? Like, I don't know. Like, this is also a very like iconic, like, oh my god, first found footage horror movie. This is so good. But like, nothing happened. It's like she's just like, they're like running around the woods, so you just like see people, like the main characters, and like trees and shadows for the most of it, and then they're like, scary, and then they're like, what is that, and they drop the camera, and then that's it. Like, that's it. It is found footage. Yeah, this is not what I was like. What's happening in this movie? Like, proves low budget movie can make a lot of profit. I guess that's true. Like, I mean, maybe if you watched it and you really believed that it was like found footage, like maybe it would have been like scary, but it's like everything, horror movies always start out with this based on a true story or whatever.グラッジというタイトル映画あるが、海外版上シリーズだ。あ、私グラッジグラッジ見たわ。英語、海外のグラッジは見たわ。The marketing around it. I guess, you know, it would have been cool if I was like born at the time. Actually, I don't know. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe I was. Who knows? But. 鼻水の動画。あ、これね、そう、私ね、これは、なんか、ホラー映画は好きなんだけど、これずっと何かを待って、なんか、でかいものを待ってずっとそれが来ないという映画だったから、みたいな。Either way, I was not old enough to like care about the marketing for the Blair Witch Project. Oh, this is Iku's favorite movie. I like this movie. This was a fun movie. I give it like 4. I liked it. It was a fun watch. Plus it's my wife's favorite movie, so I have to give it extra points. You should watch the mockumentary about Blair Witch they made to promote the movie. Oh, maybe I will. That's kind of fun. Said you were born later. I wish I was born later so I could be younger for the VTuber boom. I'm definitely not like the youngest out of VTubers though. I never feel like young. Ooh, great movie. Love this movie. I honestly think this is like a 5-star movie. I love this movie. Yeah, I mean I like the twist. I mean maybe the extra points for me. Maybe the extra points for me in this movie are like the fact that I figured it out early and I felt really proud of myself. So I was like, oh my god, like I feel good about myself. And so like I like this movie a lot. I think it's a really like perfect sort of twist. And like yeah, I like it. そう、これ私めちゃくちゃ好きだった。Hag Aoi. If she was born 10 years late. Oh yeah, earlier. Oh yeah, I see a lot of like the hag posts on Twitter, but I'm sorry, I don't know if I can actually call myself a hag. Am I a hag? Am I a hag yet, you guys? Oh god. Anyway, moving on. 5 stars. I love The Sixth Sense. Good movie. American Psycho had a little bit too much blood for me. I was not into the blood. This is a very 3-star movie for me. I was kind of like, ugh. I was not into like this. To me, like, I don't know. The sex scenes in this were a little, the woohoo scenes were a little bit much for me in this one. As were the like the bloody scenes, and I know that's what it's about, you guys. But like, I was a lot of the time I was like, ah. So. You like 7 years to be remotely close? Oh, okay. Don't people call you dad? People call me dad because I have the vibes. I have like dad vibes within Cosmia. Because Meno's very much the child and Iku is very much like a mother figure. Like she's very like, she gives like mom vibes, like wife vibes. And if Iku is the wife and Meno is the child, then I feel like that just automatically sort of puts me in the place of the father. And also because like I have more of like the gender neutral vibe. I think that's kind of why I'm labeled as the dad and not so much because of my age. この顔めっちゃ楽しそう。そうだね。守りたいこの顔。そうだね。You gotta be 30 for head status. Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, then we're not there yet. Yeah, this wasn't okay. That was okay for me. Very 3. Ooh. Dancer in the Dark was 3.5 maybe. I suppose I was emotionally distraught by this movie. I don't know why. I mean, maybe because they cast like a musician as the main character. Maybe that's why they had to like put music in it. But there was a lot of music, and this movie like had really weird vibes in my opinion. So since Ali's tomboyish, yeah, because there's no way you could label Iku as a dad, you know. Yeah, a lot of people really like this movie. I was a little bit like weirded out during this movie, but overall I think it was pretty good. Like, I was distraught, and I think that means something. Like, I think it means something where when you can feel like. You make it sound like the music made it worse. I thought the music was a little weird. Like I thought it was a little out of place, if anything. Like I know that the main character or the main character's actor is a musician. Yeah, Bjork. And so I think that it really showcased her like music and stuff, her musicality and everything, but I don't think as a film, like I felt like there was no need for it to be a musical because the movie itself was very impactful as it was. Yeah, the music felt a little bit out of place to me, which is why I was kind of like, oh, what's happening? But overall, like, I think it is an interesting movie. No. I did not like this movie. I don't think both me and Ika watched this and we were like, okay. 1 star. Scary movie. It wasn't funny. Like, I know that it's like trying to be funny, but I guess like it really like wasn't our type of humor. It is a parody, yeah. It's a parody of Scream. The first one is, anyway. It's not, I don't know. I was not, yeah, the comedy, not one of the boys. I'm not one of the boys when it comes to the comedy in Scary Movie. Not my /R kind of thing. Me and Iku were just kind of like, okay. This is the movie that we were watching. Nana made a tweet later and she was like, I joined Aoiku in voice call and they were watching how babies are made or something like that. We were watching this movie. So if you guys were wondering what Nana's tweet was about, it was about this movie. これよくツタヤで見かけてた。私はあんまり好きじゃなかった。コメディがあんまりそのツボあんまよくわかんなかった。What's up? Second one was a little better, really. The scene that I really like is the Grudge parody. I've only seen it on YouTube, and I haven't seen the actual Scary Movie. This is the only Scary Movie I've seen, but. 7らしいね。ね。It's like no context. She posted it with no context, and we were watching this movie. これコメディだったっけ？コメディだね。なんかね。好みではなかったかも。Oh, Bring It On. This movie, me and Iku, we were talking about how like it was very like dated. This is very like 2.5 for me. This is I feel like this is like a classic. Apparently it's like a classic chick flick, but it felt kind of dated to us, I think, when we were watching it. It was okay. I wouldn't give it like 3 though. Okay, I said I was gonna wrap up when we got this far. I can't believe we only got like through 1 page. This is gonna have to be a stream that I do every once in a while, it looks like, you guys. Also, when I have a little bit more time, like, I mean, I guess I've been doing it for 3 hours already, and I don't feel tired, but I should go to bed, especially because my next stream is like 12 hours from now. It's a good series. It is a good series. It's very fun. Yay! I'm glad you like it. I will do more then. Movie analysis. Yeah, like I like this. This is fun. So once a month maybe. Yeah, and especially because I'm adding more to my list slowly but surely. So I think we're gonna need multiple streams definitely. You get through 100-ish. Oh, already? Jeez. Very cool listening to you talk about movies. Thank you. I'm still a movie nerd. No, I'm still a movie noob. So I have a lot to learn and a lot to like watch, but it's a lot of fun. So have you done my anime list? Yes, I've done Annie list. I've done a making my Annie. I've done a making Annie list stream, but I have not like rated. Does Annie list have a thingy? Does Annie list have a rating system? I guess it does. I have not done an anime version, but I could do that actually. I should put ratings to my anime as well. So yeah, maybe like, I guess like once in a while. So yeah, I do have an Annie list stream, but I didn't rate anything. I just put things into my Annie list. So Planet Rap Part 3. I have to finish it, I feel like, to give like a really good, like a good analysis, but definitely would like to hear in the future too. Yay! I'm glad. Thank you for taking the time talking about movies with us. Of course, this is like, I love this. This doesn't tire me out at all. I could go on forever, but I'm going to stop because I have another stream in 12 hours. So as a rating system, there's an option to rate from 1 to 100 if you really want precision. Yeah, I might do that. Yeah, 1 through 5 is hard. I'm enjoying the conversation. Oh yeah, I like hearing your thoughts on movies. I'm glad. I might adjust my rating system a little bit. I might make it a little harsher because they're a little, I don't know. It's hard to, I don't know. I just don't like giving things like 2 stars or like 2.5, even though it's like, that's technically 50%. So anyway, I'll have to figure out a more precise system. I'll think about it while I'm in bed tonight. Okay, you guys, let me go through donations. Thank you again, Super Dark Aqua, for membership membership milestone for 22 months. Thank you so much. Dingo, thank you for the donation. It says, you are tearing me apart, Owowee. Oh, hi, Mark. I love the room. I love the room so much. Thank you for the donation. Yeah, I don't know. Is it bad that I just like when people try really hard at things and like it's just not good? Like, I just think that's funny. Maybe it reminds me of myself. When I was 11 years old, I was like making videos on iMovie with my cousin with our stuffed animals. And now I can look back on that and think, haha, we suck. But in a good way. Like, you know, it's like, it's funny. Totally normal to go back and dug scores. It's that's called normalization. I'm about to go normalize these scores, you guys. Yeah, out of 5, it's hard because like 2 stars seems so harsh, but technically, probably at least as good as The Room. It's so bad. They're so bad. I wish I still had them. I wish I still had those videos, but we were literally in front of my webcam on my iMac. What is it? What is it? What do you call Apple? What do you call Apple laptops? iBook. What do you call those? iMac? MacBook? Oh, MacBook Pro. There we go. My first gen, like, MacBook Pro, we would, like, sit in front of the camera with my stuffed animals, and we'd, like, move them around and talk. Oh, God. Those were times. I would love to see more of your older works. Unfortunately, they don't exist anymore, which is so sad. I wish they did. Those were a really good time of my... That was a time where I was really, like, excited about life, you guys. Yeah, my MacBook. Can't wait to hear more, Ali, but if your tag gets, so save it till next stream. Thank you! Are you thinking of a summer outfit? No, I don't have the money for a summer outfit. I'm here paying my bills and funding my trips. So unfortunately, no, I'm not getting a summer outfit, but thank you very much for being curious about it, I guess. I do want to release merch sometime in the near future. I do want to do like like endurance donathon type stuff in the near future as well. So please keep an eye out for that. I wish we could watch those movies you made. I wish you could watch them too. They're pretty funny. They're pretty funny, you guys. We were actually like children, like babies filming stuff on MacBook Pros. What if we try to remake them? Oh god, it's bad, you guys. It's bad. Anyway, thank you, Dingo, for the donation. Arigato. Thank you very much. Let's see. 今日もワイン、ワインは飲み終わった。なんか、4分の1ぐらいの、1本あったんだけど、飲み干して、なんかアップルジュースにラムを混ぜたやつを今飲んでたけど、それもそろそろいや、あと半分ぐらいは残ってるかな。いやー、でもさすがに3時間もやってるしね。飲み終わりました。強いでしょ。Immersion Donathon is a lot of the way that I too am excited for life. It'll come soon enough. So I'm thinking of doing a 30k donathon. Yeah, 2k, 30k. Sorry, 30k donathon. When the time comes, but I'm really scared that it's gonna end up at the end of next month, because like I need to make sure, you know, the timing needs to be right for that kind of stuff. And I'm scared it's gonna be the end of next month because Iku is having a donathon at the end of next month, and I am probably moving house at the end of next month, which is going to be kind of busy for me. So I would really appreciate it if it was at the beginning of August instead. But we'll see. Hopefully I don't. This is bad to say, but hopefully I don't gain more, like a large amount of subscribers before then, because then I will be in trouble. But yeah, もう一本あげちゃう。いやー、もう一本あるけどね。もう一本あるんだけど、ちょっと今日は控えとこう。Dingo, thank you for being a member for 23 months. One more month to you, Annie. Oh my god, no way! 2 years? Ah! That's, oh my god, cute. I'm excited. Okay. Thank you for the membership milestone. ありがとう。日本に帰ってきたら未来のレモンサワー飲んでもらいたいね。缶の中にスライスレモン入ってる。面白い。飲んでみたいね。まあ8月末ぐらいには戻る予定ではあるから、その時まだ売ってたら見たい。ある。So much. Yeah, I hope that the timing works out so I can do an endurance. What time is it in French? 2 a.m. Yes, it is. So I'm going to wrap up. Let's do it at the moment. Yeah, exactly. Hopefully we get to 30k in a timely manner that's not at the end of next month. And yeah, it's a kind of a crazy time, so I think I will wrap up. Suddenly people say, you don't have to do it exactly on the same day. That's true. I mean, yeah, I guess like I wanted to do like an endurance to 30k, but yeah, I guess I don't really. If the timing doesn't work out, then I can just do a 30k celebration, sort of like donathon. So I guess that'll be fine. Anyway, have a good night rest, Ali. Thank you. Thank you all for indulging my movie talks today. I'm actually going to be streaming like 12 hours from now, I think. 明日ね、日本語メインの配信です。日本語メインの配信なんだけど、歌枠だからまあ言語関係ないといえば関係ない。けど、まあ、日本のみんなには今日かな？もう今日になってるけど、歌枠、ボカロメインの歌枠やります。そして別にセトリが決まってるわけじゃないんだけど、まあ歌ってみたいなという曲は何個かあるってぐらいで、そんなセトリ決まってるわけではないので、もしよかったらボカロ曲限定でリクエストしていただけると嬉しいです。はい。なんだっけ、今日は14日。14日の、10時だったのかな、ちょっと見てみようかな。覚えてないな。地味に覚えてないな。ですね。は は9時か。9時です。9時からです。夜9時からなので、I'm doing a karaoke, JP main karaoke. I know that karaoke doesn't really, the language doesn't really matter for karaoke, but when I do Zatsu, in between song Zatsu, it might be mostly JP. But you're welcome to comment in English if you're there. そう、9時。そう、葵のとこ今日でしょ。確かにそれはそう。私も後で時間確認しとかないといけないな。はい。ということで。9 p.m. See you later. Oh, thank you everyone. I'll be doing a Vocaloid songs only karaoke tomorrow. So if you want to, I don't have a super strict set list. I have a few songs that I want to sing, but that's about it. So if you want to request some Vocaloid songs tomorrow, feel free to do so in English or in Japanese, doesn't really matter. I'll respond to comments either way. I'm just doing it in a time frame that is good for JP viewers. And that's about it. So yeah. Thanks for the talks, Renzo Hot Take. Thank you. Arigato. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for the stream. Thank you for coming to the stream. And I'll be seeing you again in about 12 hours, it looks like. Arigato. Thank you so much. Does anyone know who's streaming right now? Let's see. Actually, let me look it up. Thank you for the stream, everyone. 映画って本当にいいもんですね。ね、なんかそのおしゃべりもいっぱいできるし。欲しい。じゃあ、あと12時間後でね、また会いましょう。かな。サラちゃん。Looks like Sarah is streaming right now. Let's jump onto her stream. Alright. サラちゃんが配信してるみたいなので、サラちゃんの方に行きましょう。Thank you so much for coming again today. And I will see you again in about 12 hours. That's so soon. Alright, see you guys soon. Hopefully I'll have the waiting room up before I sleep. If not, I don't know. Alright guys, thanks for joining me on movie ratings. And I will probably do this again soon. So keep a lookout if you enjoyed it today. Arigato! Thanks for coming and indulging my rants and long talks and tangents. I love you all very much, and I will see you all again tomorrow or today. Technically today for me. Alright, you guys. I love you. Bye-bye. おつもりでした。じゃあねー。